And let me know if I need to turn your speaker up or down.
No, I think you're just right. I like it.
I'm all right. Hey, welcome to the broadcast here tonight. We're here in Sapulpa, right outside of Tulsa. And we have a really, really big, huge game, 6A2 playoff game here. It's huge for Sapulpa. I don't have all of the stats on me, but I think somebody in Twitterland probably knows the last time Sapulpa made the playoffs. So tweet us at CHS Jacket Guys and maybe give us that information. That'd be awesome. But Sapulpa's coming in second on the east side. This is the first time they ever hosted since I've been paying attention to high school football, and that's been 20 some odd years that they've hosted a second round playoff game. So,
to not only be in the playoffs, making the playoffs for the first time in a long time, but to actually get a first round bye and be able to host, that's really huge for Sapulpa.
And yeah, and they're towards the smaller end of 6A2. We kind of discussed that. But yeah, it's a big night for them. Of course, it doesn't matter about last year winning the gold ball because last year's team.
Right.
This is this year's team, and they want their own, and they got to get through the Chieftains here tonight. And so we made the trip because you got to love playoff football, first of all.
Nothing better than playing football in November.
Oh yeah. On the coaches show that we published earlier today, we kind of talked about that you kind of look forward, the coach and the team kind of looks forward to their Thanksgiving traditions where they have to practice all Thanksgiving long, but they have some really cool traditions that they do on Thanksgiving, and that's become tradition in Choctaw. And so, there's a lot of pressure because they're literally playing tonight to miss Thanksgiving and get to do football. And, of course,
yep, Coach Corbin's favorite words, it's a privilege to practice on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
If you're practicing on Thanksgiving, that means you're gearing up for a state championship run, and Choctaw's getting used to that.
All right, so we're about 14 minutes away from kickoff. They already did the Star Spangled Banner pretty early tonight. Of course, a lot of the formulas that they do at these high schools, they're used to a lot of performance and a lot of things that they do before the games because we'll have kids' night, we'll have cheer night, we'll have middle school band night. They do the same things we do, but on playoff night, all we got is playoffs. There's not marching shows. There's just playoffs, and, everybody's nerves are up here. So, anyways, I'll just let you know if you joined us. And, again, Yellow Jackets TV we love doing playoff football. Actually, we love doing the playoffs. We already got to do regional softball this year, and that was a lot of fun. But playoff football, so we're going to be here. If we survive tonight, we're going to be there Friday, wherever they put us, after Thanksgiving. So hopefully we'll get some more football going here. All right, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back and talk the keys to the game.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. Help you with the plans from start to finish, or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions, or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools, from student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking. We're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test whenever you're ready. Experience individual driving lessons with flexible scheduling. Plus, we'll pick you up from your home or from school. We offer classes at our Midwest City office or at Choctaw High School. Dave's Driving School, setting the gold standard in driver's education. Go Jackets!
Chaos Customs. We are taking trucks from ordinary to extraordinary in the greater Choctaw, Oklahoma City area. We specialize in durable, high-quality accessories that not only boost your truck's performance, but also give it a sleek, rugged look. From spraying bed liners and lift kits to wheels, tires, and hitches, we got the full lineup to customize your ride. Our expert team backs every install with precision, passion, and unmatched customer service. Whether you're a seasoned truck enthusiast or just starting out, we've got what it takes to bring your vision to life. All right, we're back, and we see the captains out there, and it was Rocco, Deshaun, Green. Who else we got there?
Mayor Morgan and Landon Gatson out there for Choctaw.
Okay, and that's 4 of our playmakers that we'll see a lot. We got number 23, 11, 7, and 1 for the Chieftains, and 65 and 3 it looks like are honorary captains. So we are definitely here, and we're about to get things going. While they're going out to the coin toss, let's go ahead and talk about some of the keys to the game. And we talked a little bit off camera about some of the keys to the game. But the biggest key to the game, I think, all year long is getting off the bus. Can you get off the bus, and how soon does it to get this powerhouse team started? Is it going to take 1 possession, 2 possessions, 3 possessions? Key to the game is let's get out and get that powerhouse of a team started. And, if we start early, there's no stopping us.
Yeah, Choctaw definitely can't stand to fall behind early in this game. The Chieftains are going to look to come out and put it on them really quick. Choctaw's got to be ready to go from opening kickoff. We got to take it right to them. We got to give them everything we got right now. Don't start slow, and that's going to be a huge game. I think another huge key is minimizing penalties on our end and playing disciplined football. Don't give them free yards. And other than that, they're going to come out. Chocctaw's going to come out and play aggressive. They're going to play hard. We always do. They fly around. Just can't have any silly mistakes tonight, and this should go our way.
And, yeah, another key to the game is don't let the refs be in the game. If we can get enough points on the board that if the refs make a questionable call, we don't have to worry about it because we're not going to let the refs be in the game. So take charge right away. Really, I think it's up to the Jackets to make Sapulpa quit. Make Sapulpa lose. Like, hammer them, and make them quit.
So I spoke with a couple of the coaches this morning, and they're feeling extremely confident. They have a great game plan coming into this. It's just going to be up to the players to execute that game plan, come out and rock and roll.
Yeah, but this is probably going to be the best Sapulpa team we've ever played, which is exciting because, if you've been following Yellow Jackets TV or you've been coming to the games, the last several games have not been maybe the most exciting games.
No, it's been one blowout after another for Choctaw. So I know I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a little higher brand of football here. I want to see what we've got as we can make this run, looking to repeat as state champions.
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to be some of the best football Oklahoma has to offer here. And we were talking, and I didn't see what we did on the coin flip here.
I didn't see what they did either. They did that coin toss really fast.
They did. Now, we did notice, and so we've been having some beautiful football nights. This is a beautiful football night, but it is windy. And so I'm going to go with maybe 15 to 20 miles per hour wind, and it is kind of heading from your left to your right, but it is swirly, and so sometimes it's going to go towards – the wind's going to go to your top of your screen. Sometimes the wind's going to go towards the right of your screen. So that's going to add a little trick to the kicking, and that's going to add a little trick to some of the longer passes where it can get hung up, and it could cause some problems.
Or if we're going that way, if we can get Landon can get a little air under that ball, we can definitely air it out.
Sure.
Let him let our receivers run under it.
Sure, but I have a feeling that the legs of Landon and the legs of Mayor Morgan are going to be really important tonight.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
So I'm excited to see this, and I know all the players, they're excited. Overall, if the Jackets have fun out there, they're going to win, because every time it's like a party out there, they tend to win. If you remember last year at the state championship game, it was just a giant party. And I think they've kept that tradition alive here. Is like, let's be fired up. Let's go have fun. Let's go play the sport that we love, the sport that we started, back in elementary school. Loved it then, love it now. Let's go do it. Okay, we see the Jackets lining up, and they're getting pumped. And that pillar's gonna be in your way, isn't it?
Jackets are in the tunnel. I haven't seen Sapulpa come out of the locker room yet, but
they got 5 minutes technically.
We still got 5.5 minutes left till opening kickoff. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm getting amped. I'm getting really excited for this game. I've been excited all week, and it's here.
And I like the uniform choice. They're in all white with the gold helmets.
Gold helmets, gold numbers.
Yep.
It's always clean.
It's good. I hope they don't stay clean. I hope those jerseys need a wash afterwards, because I want them to get after it here. But yeah, just kind of the timing of this pregame is just a little off. And again, the playoff football, they don't have all the extra stuff you have during the school year.
This isn't the only big game that we've got going on tonight. It's playoff night. There are 3 other games in 6A2 that are massive that I know I'm going to be keeping an eye on while we're watching this. You've got Southmore that traveled to Stillwater. If I had to make a prediction, I'm picking Stillwater in that game, but it's playoff football. Anything can happen. Piedmont had to travel to Sand Springs. They're up here in Tulsa with us. And you got Muskogee at Putnam City. You've got 4 games tonight that are absolutely huge. By the end of the night, only 4 left.
And, yeah, I know Sand Springs is the real deal this year, but I have an inkling that Piedmont's going to get it done.
That Piedmont team is tough.
So
they gave Choctaw everything they wanted when they came here, and it was a great game.
Okay, I hear announcements. So there we go. Choctaw is bouncing. And here we go.
They come.
All right. And we do have closed-in windows, so you don't get as much crowd sound or band sound. But they're playing the song, and they are getting it going here. And the Chieftains are lining up finally in their tunnel. So the Jackets are getting pumped up. And we'll let you know as soon as we know about receiving the kick. But the wind is interesting. It is going either to the right or to the top of your screen. Depends. It could add some interesting things here.
Well, if it comes down to it, and Dylan Gamble's got to kick a big field goal, I know he's got a pretty good leg on him. But if he's got to kick it into the wind, that's going to play a big factor. But if we can be going to our right while he kicks, he can kick it a long way.
Yes, he can. From what we were told earlier, Sapulpa has a kicker as well.
Yes,
so
we were told Sapulpa's got a pretty good kicker as well.
So it could be a battle of the kickers, which, if you've watched OU football lately, a solid kicker is the difference between winning and losing.
Way.
So that's some good news here. Of course, the nerves are all even up here. The nerves are here because, we waited a long time to get to this game. Putnam North, I'm glad they made the playoffs and they showed up and they fought hard. But this is the first game we're underdogs. This is the first game we've been underdogs all playoffs, obviously, but in a long time. And so we got something to prove here. We got something to prove that we deserve to go on to the next one. I love this style of football. We got 8 tonight. Tomorrow we'll have 4.
Yep. That's the beautiful thing about the playoffs. The best team is going to come out of this.
Well,
is it going to be us? That's the big question everyone's asking. Can Choctaw repeat? The first one's always the hardest one.
And
the next one's always the hardest one after that.
Yeah. On the coaches show, I make the point that every single team that makes the playoffs is going to lose. Their last game will be a loss, except for one. And so that's a tough battle to face. You know, win or go home. And, of course, we want to go home winners. We don't want to stay here. Or at least I don't.
We're looking to get out of Sapulpa with a win tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go ahead and run a couple more commercials so we can run the full circle of commercials, and we'll be back because we got the Sapulpa still hadn't ran out the end zone yet, so let's run those commercials.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Tyler Pest Solutions, the gold standard in eastern Oklahoma County in pest control. Spiders, ants, fleas, scorpions, mice, rats, general pest control, termite control. We do it all. Independently owned and operated right here in Choctaw. As the leader of eastern Oklahoma County pest control, you can count on Tyler Pest Solutions to use the safest, eco, and pet-friendly products available. The only bug you can't beat is a Choctaw Yellow Jacket. All right, we are going to receive the ball.
Looks like we got Zaylen, Matlock, and Mayer back deep to receive.
So since you're the lone camera, zoom out so you can move fast, because you're going to have to move fast to the ball.
Sapulpa's going to have the wind at their back as they kick, but Choctaw's scooting everybody up because I think, from what we've seen on film, Sapulpa's going to do a little pooch kick. They're going to try and get it up into that wind and hope that we bobble it.
And I'm guessing I don't know. Who would you target, Izzy or Titus?
I don't think there's a good option for their kicker.
I don't, but we got Titus.
You got nothing but hands back there.
Titus at the bottom of the screen, Izzy at the top of our screen in just a second. There's that little pooch. And Titus will get the ball, and he will fair catch it. I didn't see the fair catch mark, but he'll fair catch it. They start at the 35.
Right about the 35.
And then we'll start there. I think that's a smart decision. You don't want any bad bounces. You know, we didn't talk about turnovers, but turnovers, I don't care how good of a team you are. If you lose the turnover battle, more times than not, you lose the game. So it just start safe. Coach is going to get in his first play here. You know, let's get the rust off. If we have any rust on us, let's get the nerves out right here. Let's get a first down. Let's just get a first down. All righty. I
don't see a lot of size on the Sapulpa defensive line, but it looks like they're going to have some speed. Let's see how our O-line can hold up against them here.
Okay, we got two to the left and a tight formation to the right. Empty set. And looks like we're going to start with a timeout. Coaches didn't like what was going on, and they called a timeout early. And so let's go ahead and run a single commercial, and we'll be right back. At Mud and Steel Construction, we don't just pour concrete, we transform your vision into reality. From solid footings to custom patios, driveways to full-scale commercial projects, our team delivers precision, durability, and craftsmanship that last. Every project is completed on schedule to the highest standards and with the kind of care only decades of experience can bring. Mud and Steel Construction, strong. Yep, come back. We're back? Yep. All right, here we go. Motion Matlock, and Lana's just going to take it up the middle, and he didn't fool the Chieftains there. And
no,
so
Landon decided to keep that one. It might have been better to hand that one off to Zaylen and let him get outside. When you've got horses, we got to let them run.
Yeah. And it looks like we gained a yard. I didn't think we gained any, but we gained a yard. So we got a tight formation, all the guys to the right, and a little handoff to the Mayor. And the Mayor makes a couple miss, but can't make the next 2 or 3 miss, and he's going to take about a 2-yard loss. we do see Sapulpa coming out with speed. And that's the thing you mentioned. They might not have much size, but they got the speed.
They are flying around out there.
And they are, as excited as can be. They've had a couple weeks to work on us because I guarantee you they knew we were coming. So we got trips to the left, 3rd and 12, single back. We're going to go with 2 backs with Titus.
Titus motion to the backfield.
We did have an offensive lineman that was ready to hit somebody. I appreciate that. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, bringing up a 3rd and 17. And again, we've seen this. We just need to shake off the rust, get set, ready to go. Half the time Landon does better when he's, behind the sticks here. All right, same formation. Got Titus in the backfield. There's the snap, and it's going to be a design run behind Titus. He's got room, and he
that's a great run by Landon. Titus Hawk with a lead block. Mayer's out lead blocking for him. Created a huge lane.
And we're going. We're going. We don't like punting.
We're going tempo. No, we do not. We don't like to punt. We got about, 4th and 5 right here, 4th and 4.
And we're going empty because Landon likes empty. We got quads to the right, single receiver down on the bottom. He's going to get his play off. He might do a hard count. We'll see. No. And they're coming after him, and Landon's going to take it. He's going to keep it. He's going to run around the edge, and he's going to be just shy. He's going to get to the 50.
Mark him about a yard short.
It'll be a turnover on downs. Okay, Sapulpa's fired up, but here's the deal. I always say this every week. I'm not sure who I like better on the field. I love to see the defense. The defense is going to come out. They're going to show them exactly what championship football is, what Choctaw football is all about. And, last week we saw the defense gain yards too.
Defense gained a lot of yards last week. Several turnovers, several huge returns off of those. You've got D1 commits all over the field.
All right,
we got guys that just play with absolute
motion to
heart.
empty, trips to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to pass, and he's going to zing it. We have a man there, and he does catch it, and it's going to be a touchdown, Sapulpa.
Looks like number 17, Bryce Curran. He just blew right past our coverage on that one.
He did.
The quarterback put it up, let the wind do the work for him, and he dropped it right in the bucket.
And that's a good home run ball play because on an obvious running down, they went for the home run. So usually you got man coverage. All right, they are going to go for 1 here. And I remember this is Madden kicking because they told us Madden's kicking. And I thought Madden retired, although he still makes video games, right?
It'll be Jack Madden on the kick, number 37.
And it is up, and it's
good.
All right, we're going to reset here, go to commercial, and then we'll be right back. Line up to kick again. Sapulpa with the quick touchdown. We spotted them 7. That's all we need to spot them. So I'm hoping the boys are calmed down. And again, we're going to have the same setup here. We're going to have Matlock and Morgan in the back. At the mid-level, we're going to have Titus and Izzy. And I can't see that third player.
I can't tell who that is either from here. I don't have a good angle on his number, but we know they're going to pooch it right to those middle guys again. Titus with the fair catch again. That's going to be their MO all night on kickoffs.
Well, yeah, because you got to worry about that slop. You got to worry about if you make the catch and you get hit, you fumble. You know that's what they're going for. So, if you take that part out of your game, like in a football game, if you get it at the 40, you take it every time. That's great field position. Let's see what Landon can do with this. You know,
All right, hopefully they got some of the nerves shook out here, and we can come out, we can start being productive early in the series. Let's not wait till third or fourth down.
All right, shift to empty quads to the right. You got Morgan right there in the slot. And here's a stop, just a little pitch to Morgan, and they did their homework there. They saw that shuttle ball, and then no call. It looked like a little head tackle, but no call. That's going to be a loss of about 4. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. All right, we got trips right, single back.
Mayor's in motion.
And Landon's just going to take it up the middle. He had some room, but they close it down, and he's going to get a 3-yard gain, making it 3rd and 11. Here's some tempo. Looks like we're going to have 2 backs with Matlock and Morgan in the backfield. Okay. Landon made sure everything's going, and they're going to shift into an empty set. And motion Morgan. He's back to pass. He's looking deep. He throws deep. He's got an open man. He's got Matlock.
Oh,
and Matlock gets defended and drops the ball. And that will bring up a 4th and 11. That was a good throw.
It was a good throw into the wind, but you can tell it held it up a little bit because Zaylen definitely had to turn around and try to backpedal to catch that, and he was about to lose his feet and almost made a miraculous falling down catch, but it was just a little bit too much for him to hold on to.
Yeah, it's getting done. So we got punt formation here. Make sure we get it back to the furthest back guy. There we go. Punt formation, and there's the punt. It's low, and it's going to roll a jacket roll.
But that's a good Choctaw roll.
And we're going to down it on the 25. All right. Now it's time for the defense to okay, that first one's on us. We'll prove you. We'll prove you what we're going to do here. So Jackets defense ready to go. You always got to have a short memory when you're the defense. So the last play doesn't matter. All that matters is this play. All that matters is stopping
out and make a stand right here. And hopefully while the defense is doing their thing, we can get over there on the sidelines. We can get something figured out on offense.
Let's get this ball back right here.
Yep. Turnover right here would be massive for the Jackets.
Massive jet motion. And quarterback's going to go back to pass, and we're back there with them, and happy birthday to the ground. And that's the first sack of the night for the Jackets.
Looks like that was
2nd and 15.
99. Who was that?
It could be 99. Brentrell Smith makes sense.
Brentrell, yeah, he's.
But there was a lot of Jackets back there.
We're going to say his name a lot.
All right.
Brentrell Smith, he's pretty good about clogging up the middle of that line and getting through. Asa Bartlow.
All right, single back, and he's the quarterback designed run, and he's going to be dragged down for just a short gain. They're actually going to give him 5 yards on this, and so he's going to get a 5-yard gain. And
was that Tariq Knighton that made the tackle on that one?
It could be. There's a big wall of blue, and I couldn't see.
There is a big wall of blue, but it was either Tariq or Deshaun. I'm not sure.
No. The far ref was off, so it's going to be 2nd and looks like 13.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
I had the numbers just
We need to push them back again right here.
All right, back to pass, empty set, and he throws deep, and we had a man. It was thrown away. They played it safe here, so this is going to bring up a 4th. So here we go.
Looks like punt team's coming on for Sapulpa.
And supposedly they got a good punter here, so we'll see what they do.
Their running back is their punter, but some of the coaches said he's pretty sneaky good about it.
But I mean, yeah. But this is what you want to see out of the defense: a 3-and-out. We just need to make something happen here. Who do we got in the backfield? Is that Matlock?
That's Gaddis.
That's Gaddis.
Okay. Gaddis is back deep to receive this.
All right, and that is a good punt.
Got it up in the wind.
Gaddis gets it, and he's going to go for it. And he does get dragged down around the 41-yard line with a nice little 6-yard return. And the Jackets will have another opportunity with decent field position. Okay. Well, we need to get the equalizer here. But the thing with our offense, it starts slow this year for some reason, but it starts ramping up as the coaches see what's working, see what's not working. And so they tried them deep, and we had several open people, and so we'll see if it happens again. Again, they're kind of throwing against the wind. There's a strong wind right now going from the bottom to the top of your screen. We have an interesting three-back formation here. And, a little misdirection. Nice little screen pass to number 7.
That's Deshaun Green on the screen right there.
And it looks like they gave him 9 yards. And so they gave him 10.
They're going to give him 10. That's going to be a first down, Yellow Jackets.
And it's going to be they're not maybe. What are they doing? They're going to give them the first down.
Okay, 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets.
And we're in Chieftain territory. All right, we got more of a traditional formation
over there. Titus in motion.
And there's Morgan with the pitch, and he's going to hit the edge and get a nice little gain for about
3 yards on that, 3 or 4 yards.
3 or 4 yards, yeah.
We need our receivers out there to set that edge just a little bit harder and drive those guys back in. When Mayer can turn the corner, he can absolutely fly. We got to give him that corner.
It's 6. Look, yeah, they're marking it 2nd and maybe 7.
2nd and 7.
All right, and it's to Morgan again. No, that's to Green.
That's to Green. Oh, he's tripped up.
Almost got a turf monster. Got him.
Got about a yard on that one.
Almost had that edge. Let's see where they mark him. I think they didn't mark him for any gain.
I think they gave him 1. We got 3rd and no, they did. They kept him right at the original line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 7. All right, 2 receivers right, single back. And there we go. Snap. Morgan up the middle, and he's still going.
Still driving those feet.
He appears to be a yard short. But
side judges got the ball spotted at the 40, so that's going to bring up 4th and 1.
This is jacket football. We're going for it. This is no question.
Guaranteed we're going for it right here.
Okay.
Only question is who's going to have the ball in their hands right here, Landon or Mayer?
Single back, and Landon's going to carry it forward behind Morgan, and he is going to get just enough.
He got there. They gave him
to get
2
the first yards.
Gain of 2. That's going to bring up another first down for the Yellow Jackets, and we got something moving here.
And this is what we needed. Going? This is what we needed. Just a nice little drive. Nice little drive going.
7-play drive so far.
And there's a snap, and it's going to be tossed to Morgan. Morgan's got some room, had some great edge blocking, and they're going to flag
on the play.
The great edge blocking. So that will be going back.
I think they're going to get that on a holding out there on the edge.
You know, we see a lot.
See it. I didn't see it, but
I saw the block. You know what? I'm not down there making the call. I probably wouldn't have made that call, but
it looks like they got number 3 Zaylen on that one.
Yeah, and I saw the block.
And he's pleading his case, but
they're not reversing it. They're never going to reverse it to a player.
So here we go. Let's just make it back up.
Yeah, it's fine. Still in Chieftain territory, about the 44.
Yeah, we got about 1st and 15 right here. 16.
Empty set. Landon takes the ball. He's going to run it right up the middle. Got good blockers. That was Izzy, and he's going to stumble out of bounds at the 30-29. So it's going to be a 14-yard run. So it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Another great run by Landon. He's finding those lanes now.
I didn't know Izzy could block, but apparently can. That was Izzy, right?
Well, I mean, you've got Izzy and Titus in there. You got 2 massive human beings in there lead blocking for Landon.
Love that
and Mayer.
And there we go. And Landon's going to take it again. He hits the edge, and he's going to get the first down and then some. I think he got all the way to the 20. That would say 25-24. Let's see where they actually spot it. And that's going to be another jacket first down. We're knocking at the door.
24-yard line here, and we're moving. 9-play drive that started back on our 40.
All right, here we go. There's the snap, and handoff to Mayer, and they met him at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be no gain.
Big number 65 filled that hole in a hurry.
Excellent play, but you gotta love the Mayer because he's going to get right back up. He's going to take the ball and take it right back to that hole.
It's hard to keep him down.
He's not scared. He's not scared, but, you know, it's great to have a team that we can call some good football. This is going to be a good game. Let's get this first down here. We got that. I'm going to call that basically the 3-back position. There's Landon. He had some great blocking up front, and he's going to dive forward. You know, it's almost like an inverted wishbone or a power pistol.
Yeah, that almost diamond formation with Mayer back there in the pistol. A lot of misdirection coming out of that with a great lead blocking.
3rd and 5. But, yeah, well, I knew we were going to see something different. All right. Looks like more
Garfield
of a
and Corbin are always cooking up something new.
Yep.
Got trips to
heavy
the right
formation.
here.
And a direct snap to Mayer. Mayer just takes it in the first hole he sees, and he's going to get it all the way up to the 12-yard line.
First down.
There we go.
Keep those sticks moving. We got a first down from the 12.
What I love about playoff football is every single play in that playbook is open game. They're not holding anything back. We got that tight formation, trips to the right, Mayer in the backfield. There's the snap, hand off to Mayer, he runs right. He hits that hole hard, and he's going to stumble and squirt free for we're
going to get him down about the 7.
Is that the 7? That's a nice little run. So that's about 5 yards.
Those are productive runs that we need on first down.
We got trips left, 2 back. There's the snap, and Landon's going to run it right up the middle, and touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Little draw play right up the middle. Made the defense hesitate. Hole opened, and Landon said, "Thank you very much. I'll take that."
Okay, let's see what we do here. Our MO is to go for 2, but there's times we're like, maybe not.
They've kicked a lot this year, but it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field.
Yeah, we kind of like to make this. We don't believe in ties in Choctaw. Let's make the math hard. Okay, here we go. We got that tight formation. Landon's making sure everybody's good. Okay, Landon's back. Empty, basically. Motion, Matlock. Landon's going to toss it to Morgan. Morgan's going to hit the hole. And there we go. There's the 2 points. No flag. And just like that, Jackets on top, 8-7. And we're going to bring you some of those wonderful people that help us. There is actually a flag after the play. So we're not going to go to the wonderful people. We'll let you know what the penalty is. I think there was a little excessive celebration. Let's see what they call, and then we'll go to commercial if we have time. All right. Was it 15 yards against us?
Yeah, I think it was an unsportsmanlike against Choctaw after the touchdown. So it should be enforced on the kickoff here.
Unfortunately, that's part of the problem with having too much fun is you do get some of those.
They're going to get you for it.
Get us some updates here.
Really quick, because we've got other massive games happening that are going to affect us if we can pull out the win here. Southmore is ahead of Stillwater 3-0 in the first quarter right now. Sand Springs is up on Piedmont. And Muskogee is up 7-0 on Putnam City. We're going to try and bring you these updates as soon as we can.
Wow.
As soon as I get the updates, I'll give them to you.
So what's the Sand Springs score?
7-0.
7-0, okay.
Sand Springs 7, Piedmont nothing.
Everything's
but it's
just
still
beginning.
Early. It's all in the first quarter still.
All right, so like we said, they're kicking for their own 25. Excessive celebration, unsportsmanlike. And so the Jackets have been – we saw this last time in the playoffs where we're going to see how they line up to our onside kick. And then Gamble is going to go back, and we'll see what they have called for Gamble. Probably from this distance, it's not deep. It's going to be his little pooch. And it is going to be his little pooch, and he's going to hit right there on the 35. And I think we have a flag. We have offsides.
It's offsides against the Chieftains.
Wow. That is an unusual, very rare
call. That's not one you see very often.
So Gamble
we'll take 5 of those yards back, though.
Yeah, Gamble's going to get up to the 35-yard line because, again, until that ball is kicked, you can't get into that neutral zone. I think that's what they call it.
Yes, that is correct.
The 10 yards between the ball and the opposing team. You can't get in that neutral zone until the ball is kicked.
I didn't see who jumped. I was watching the kick, so
I was too.
Let's see if they do it again, though. We'll take another 5 free yards because we're trying to get some good field position here.
All right, let's see if Gamble can hit the 30-yard line because he hit the 35 before. This would be the 30 would be the target probably. And he puts it up, and it's going to hit right close to the 30-yard line. They're going to return it, but there's not going to be a lot there. And
no, he got about 5 or 6 yards on that was it.
That's a pretty good run back, honestly, for what he was given. They're going to start on their own 38-yard line, and here comes that exciting Jacket defense. And, again, defense wins championships. That's where it is. As it gets colder and windier as the year goes, it makes offense hard. But defense, if you can get points from your defense, if you can get big-time stops, if you can push them back with the defense, you're going to win. All right, here we go.
Choctaw came out, and they hit hard that last series against Sapulpa. Let's see if they can do it again. Let's get some good penetration through the line. Let's put a lot of pressure on this quarterback right here.
All the receivers left, and he's going to hand off to his running back, and it is going to be no thank you.
He just ran into a wall of white jerseys right there.
And the main number I saw Izzy, and Izzy was waiting for him to pop out. So if he pop out, he's going to hit him. So it was the rest of the linebacking staff and line staff that was right on him. Okay, they're going to bring in new personnel. This is more of their pass personnel. That was like their heavy run personnel. I guess we got trips right, single back. We're lining up. There's the snap. Rolls out right, ready to pass, and he throws a nice fade route, and he catches it.
How did he catch that?
That was
well defended.
That was what, Landon Dockery? That was on the defense? He was right there.
Yeah, he was all over him. He had him blanketed, and somehow that receiver was able to reach out and pull that in. Oh, that was a miraculous
There was
catch.
actually a flag on the play.
It must have been against Choctaw, and they're waving it off. Or no, they're adding on 15 yards to the end of the catch because now the ball's on the 15-yard line.
So let me see if I see what the call – like I keep missing the call. It was thrown on like the 25-yard line.
The ref made that call really, really fast. So
he made it fast. But something – it might have been a late roughing the passer or something, late hit.
Yeah, because it was deep in the backfield.
All right, there's the snap, and he's going to keep it himself, roll out right, look for the pass, and he's going to lob it into the corner, and it's too far, so it's going to be incomplete. And we hadn't talked about it. It's 2:28 left in the first, and it's been an exciting, not a very slow game.
No, the clock is running. It's not stopping. That's the kind of football we like. But Choctaw having this lead 8-7, but Sapulpa's looking to end the first quarter with something. Choctaw needs to make a stand right here, be able to get back to the sideline and formulate a game plan to attack the second quarter when we've got that wind at our back.
Well, pushed against the wall, the Jacket defense usually comes up big. So let's see what they do. Single back. There's the snap, low snap, and that was some good play action. I thought it was a handoff, and then he did a quick fire, but we had good coverage.
That wind held up that ball and let it soar a little high, but we had number 2 blanketed pretty well on that.
Yep, 3rd 10. And we'll see what they do. They could kick for the lead if we can stop them here. But I don't know if I'm kicking. That's a pretty bad wind. You got to be a pretty good kicker. I know he has range, so we're going to go with an empty 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And we jumped with the clap, so we're going to give them a spot on 5 yards here, bringing up a 3rd and 5. With the hard count. So their ball's on the 10. They can get a first down inside the 5. And so this opens up their playbook a little bit because they'll be looking to score, but they also can just, if they can get 5 in 2 plays. All right, empty
They're gonna
again.
stay in that empty look.
And he's looking back to pass. He's going to throw that. Nope, it was not open. And he gets that one. It's dropped.
Great defensive
What
play.
defense? Who
Way
was that?
to stay with that.
Number 4. That's TK. TK with the breakup on that. And so that's going to bring up a 4th down. There was a corner route that was open, and then it got shut down real quick before they could throw it. If they're talking this much, is there a flag that I'm missing that I didn't see? That happens sometimes where there's I don't see the flag, but they're talking enough that there must have been one. Let's see what the White Hat has to say about it.
We got defensive holding against Choctaw.
And that's going to bring not an automatic, but it's a first down because of yardage.
Down.
Now, I wish they would give us a number like they do in the NFL, but they don't.
That was a pretty costly penalty right there for Choctaw, because instead of having 4th and 5, now it's 1st and goal from the 5.
From the 5, yeah.
After a great pass breakup, too. TK did everything he could on that one.
It's actually really hard to hold in high school. All right, hand off to number 4, and he's going to maybe get a yard. I think they're going to spot him at the 4-yard line. So that will bring up 2nd and 4.
Looks like number 25 got there first, Jordan Rideau. And then brought down by about 3 or 4 more Yellow Jackets on that. Good defensive play. We really need to get in the backfield here, though. We got to drive them back, make a big stop, put the pressure on them.
Yeah, definitely in field goal range. You almost think they're going to run left here to center it up and then maybe make a shot at the end zone. Nope, they're going to run right, and there's a little cutback counter, and he's going to bounce around, and it will be a touchdown Sapulpa. And unfortunately, when they have that many second opportunities, they do get it in. And there's 1 minute 30 left in the quarter. And let's see what they do.
Did they go for 2 to make it a 7-point game? Or are they just going to kick their 1?
Looks like they're going to kick it. You know, there's a philosophy: you never chase points from ahead. So just get the 14 and make us chase the points. All right, kick is up. Ooh, somebody's got some hops, but it is good. And so that means Sapulpa 14, your Jackets 8, and we'll run a commercial. Are you having trouble seeing clearly? Then you need Vision Source Midwest City. We have been a leading eye care provider in the area for more than 50 years, and our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye diseases and problems. We provide a high level of personalized care and state-of-the-art diagnostic technology to help you reach your vision goals. Vision Source Midwest City offers experts to help find the right contacts, lenses, and frames for your needs. At Vision Source Midwest City, we want you not just seeing well, but looking good. All right, we're back. We know Sapulpa is going to not go away, and they're going to keep hammering us. And, we need to take our opportunity here to make something happen. It's going to be a game of possessions. What can you do with your possession? What can you do when they have their possession? We need to limit their efficiency on possessions, and we need to be efficient here. Okay, apparently there was another penalty. I'm not seeing these flags. Because where are they lining up?
They must have green flags or something, because I'm not seeing them hit the ground either.
But there definitely is was a flag, and I guess they got a excessive celebration penalty. Which can we both teams agree that we can let's just celebrate in the end zone and not flag anybody? If we're both going to do it, right?
Yep. Hey,
let's.
You got to it's still a game. They're still kids. We got to let them have a little fun.
Yeah, but the rules are the rules. All right. And there's the pooch kick, and it's going to go to, and he did not fair catch it this time. Hawk is going to take it. He's going to take it to the outside, and he does get cut down.
And we still got great starting field position on our own 46 We're going to be knocking on the door to Sapulpa territory. Are we going to stick with our same kind of philosophy that we've seen the first half, where it's going to be just a combination of Landon and Mayer keeping a hold of the ball? Or are we going to do that until we can get to the second quarter and get the wind at our back and start airing it out a little bit? But so far, Sapulpa hasn't been able to stop them, so let's keep it rolling.
Put your mic closer. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'd like to see Matlock get involved in the game, so we'll see if he gets it too. It's going to be Landon. He's going to toss it to Matlock.
Your wish has been granted. Let's see if he can do something with it. He slipped a little.
That was a good play. Let's see where he got up to. I think he got back up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, looks like he's back at the line of scrimmage. We're going to have 2nd and 10 here.
2nd and 10. There's a lot of work for no gain, but getting all these guys involved is good. So we got that single back, and then we're just going to pull it. Little screen to Matlock, and he's going to dance and dance and dance. And he's going to dance all the way into Chieftain territory. I think he got all the way to the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up a third.
He picked up a great block from number 18, Nate Jones, on that. Nate definitely drove that guy deep into the backfield. If it wasn't for that, Zaylen would have been taking a tackle for loss there. So great job. Great block by Nate.
All right, there's the snap, 2-back set, and he's just going to carry it forward. Look at the blocking.
That's going to be a first down.
That's what you got to love about Landon. He's like 8 foot tall, and he falls forward for a first down.
Yeah, just being as tall as he is gains him a couple extra yards there.
So you got to love that. So, again, I like to see the driving. We might get one more playoff with 20 seconds. All right, there's the snap. He's looking back. He's looking to throw. He throws just a little screen. I think that's Gaddis.
No, that's Titus.
That's Titus?
That's
okay.
Titus Hawk on the catch.
A little bit taller, but, yeah, okay. Just a little bit.
Just a little
So
bit.
that should end the quarter, and that's about a 5-yard gain. And so we will kind of discuss it when we get back. But, hey, Jackets down 14-8, but it ain't over. We're driving. Let's go to commercial.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Updates as we're getting ready to start the second quarter here. Muskogee's up over Putnam City 14-7. Sand Springs is up on Piedmont 14-0, and Southmore is still got a 3-0 lead over Stillwater right now. That to me is probably the biggest surprise of all 4 of these games right now, with Southmore being up on Stillwater.
Yeah, that's huge. Sand Springs getting 14-0 on Piedmont. That's trouble for Piedmont. They are slow and steady.
They are not built for a big comeback, so if Piedmont can't do something, they're going to have a long night.
All right, here we go. We're going left to right. Empty set here. And Landon's going to keep it. He's going to break it outside, and he's going to break it outside for about a 7-yard gain for another Jacket. First down.
That boy is fearless when he runs. He runs hard, he runs north and south, and he is not afraid of contact. He is looking to run somebody over.
Yeah, and this is high school football. It's not the pros. They're not like, he's got to get out there and do it. He's trying to earn a spot next year somewhere. Here's the snap, and he's going to hand off to Morgan, and Morgan hit a great hole, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle from that Chieftain, and I think they're going to hold Morgan to about a 6 or 7-yard gain.
Yeah, one more step, and Mayer's gone to the house on that one. Great hold to run through there, though.
All right, here we go. There's the snap, and Mayer's going to get it again. He's going to try to hit the outside. He got a block from the turf monster, and he's going to get it all the way up to the 25 for about a 3-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3, it looks like. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
He put just a little shimmy on that first defender and made him look.
He just fell down.
He just fell down. He
that And
And we'll take it because we need every yard we can get right here. We got 3rd and 2. What is that, 3rd and 3?
Yeah, something like
that. Something right in the middle.
There's the snap, and Landon's going to take himself right up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Let's blow it dead, please. And they're going to spot him at the 21, and that will be another Jacket first down.
These last 3 or 4 weeks, we've seen nothing but big hitter home run plays from Choctaw, so it's really nice to see them be able to put together these long, methodical drives, fighting for yards. This is what it's going to take to keep progressing week by week here.
All right, we've still got 13 seconds. We're in an empty set here. Morgan in motion. Landon drops back to pass, and he slings one out to Matlock. Matlock catches it, and he just got kept out of the end zone. They're going to spot him at
about the 2 or 3 yard line.
I think they gave him the 3, and that's a great play right here. Jackets with a little bit of tempo getting up there. Single back. And it's just going to be Matlock handoff, and he's going to spin for about
Mayer to the 1.
I'm sorry, Mayer to the 1. Mayer handoff. And 1 yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal on the 1. And Jackets looking to make the second lead change on the night. All right, Matlock in motion this time, and he's got nobody. He's got nobody.
He's
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And just like that, the Jackets are tied with Sapulpa. And let's see if they send in the kicking team or we go for 2.
Dylan Gamble's out there. We're going to.
All right. And we got, what is that, Clifton Holden?
Brody Clifton is in it.
Okay, we went to the ninja for a second there. Okay, I love that. I love me some ninja.
Putting a lot of chaos on film right now is what they're doing.
And looks like a little bit of offsides. Let's see what they actually call. But there was definitely somebody on blue this side of the ball. Offsides against Sapulpa.
We'll move the ball up about 1.5 yards. Are we going to still go for 1 here?
We
think
actually
Choctaw's going to pull a little trickery out of the bag on this one.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I see Titus involved. Making sure they get the call right. Okay, we declined I was like, we don't accept that if we're going to, we decline it because we just want Gamble to take his kick. So Sapulpa looks a little confused by what's going on, but here we go. The snap. And this should be on Sapulpa again. They encroached.
No, they're going to get false start.
Okay, well.
Our right guard flinched whenever Sapulpa kind of ran at him.
Yeah, he did flinch, but sometimes they blame the defense for making us flinch.
Right.
So that's fine. Gamble's fine from here.
Still
There's a snap.
Well within his range.
Kick is up. And it is good. So the Jackets take the lead again, 15-14. Let's go to our next commercial.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
All right, here we go. This is
Gamble's going to get to kick off from the 40 this time.
Oh.
Maybe the refs
regular
decided,
football?
Yeah, the refs decided to let them have a little fun, not throw a flag for excessive celebration.
Yeah, it was just a little celebration.
Yeah.
So they're gonna show us this. I think all year long because we might need it. We might need it. And we didn't see it all season, but we're gonna see it all playoffs because we might need it. We might not. Who knows? Let's see what they have called. Gamble has a little bit of the wind here, and he's gonna put it on the 10-yard line. That's pretty good. Sapulpa with the chance to run it back.
Boom!
Oh, my goodness. That was Dejon Green, dude. That was Dejon Green. Just shoved them into the dirt, and you saw the Jackets go wild. That was a monster hit.
That's the message that
right on the numbers,
that's the message
too.
we need to send right there. Is we are here to hit you hard all night. You might as well go home.
Right on the numbers. You gotta love the fun and the fun that they're having over there and the celebrating successes. 15-14. We don't want to be 15-14. We want to be 70-0. But this is not going to be that kind of game. We're not going to have a running clock tonight. We got 9:37 left in the half, and we got a ball game. And we got, I would argue, the best defense in 6A2 out on the field right now. And I'm feeling that
I'd put our front seven against anybody else in Oklahoma.
They need to score. The defense needs to score today. Let's see if they can. All right, back to pass in an empty set. And he throws it deep, 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 and he's not open. But somehow he got it. That was a well-thrown ball. Well-run route.
This quarterback is throwing it directly into a bucket.
And that was
we've seen 3 amazing catches from Sapulpa so far tonight.
Now, that's almost one you're like, hey, just take out the receiver on that one.
Yeah, a 15-yard penalty would have been better right there.
Don't hurt him, but just make sure he doesn't catch that ball. But I thought we had pretty good coverage, but that was perfectly thrown ball. And we know that about Sapulpa, that they have a pretty good ball, but we just need to give them pressure.
And they're showing they're not afraid to take their shots right here.
Little handoff up the middle, and he tries to bounce free, but that's Rocco Tartaglione. Makes a tackle for a 1-yard gain. And we've seen Rocco all night long where he's just going with that line, and they get through the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden it's Rocco. No, that's no gain. It's a 0-yard gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Rocco may not be the biggest guy on the field. I don't know if there's anybody that plays with more heart than that guy, though. He leaves it all out there every single time.
He does. And back to pass. Not a lot open, and so quarterback's going to scramble. He throws it deep, deep, and it's intercepted. And that, of course, is Izzy Hammonds with the interception.
Izzy Hammonds with the interception.
He threw it in the triple coverage.
He did, and he threw an absolute duck.
Did we get it? You did? Did we get it? Okay.
That's going to give Choctaw the ball back. We're going to be on the 1-yard line, though. We're going to definitely have to play some smart football right here.
Right.
Just to get a little bit of space away from the end zone. This is where Mayer and Landon are going to put in their work.
Well, and this is where Shatswell and his crew are really going to have to get some separation. They're going to have to prevent penetration, and they're going to have to push Sapulpa off the ball. It's going to be real tough to see this one. But an empty set, and there's a motion from Morgan, and Landon's just going to keep it. He gets past, and he gets a nice little cushion.
He picked up about 4 yards there, maybe 5. They're going to give him to the 6-yard line. Well, that was a great quarterback keeper right there with a little misdirection too, just enough to create that lane.
Well, and that gives a little more
breathing room.
Yeah, you can make an error and still not get busted. Single back here. Landon's going to hand it off to Morgan. Morgan goes outside left. He has the corner, and he hurdles. Do we see a flag?
We got a flag on the play coming from the back judge.
And they have been really, really strict with those edge blocks this year. I've noticed it all year long, not just us.
I can't tell if he signaled holding or blocking the back, but either way, that's going to back the ball up
half the
about
distance.
3 yards.
So put it on the 2 or 3.
Should be about the 3-yard line.
3-yard
so that's
line.
going to be a 2nd and 8.
Not the end of the world, but that was about a 10-yard run for a first down. So let's see what they got here. It does put Landon standing in the end zone when he receives this ball. Puts a lot of pressure on that line.
We've got Titus and Izzy back next to Landon, Mayer, and the pistol.
Yeah, that power pistol. And then just a handoff to Morgan. Morgan had oh, my gosh, did you see that blocking? Titus and Izzy just bulldozed. And so what do we got? We got a third and 5?
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, something like that. It looks like they're going to stay in that kind of
power pistol.
I like that power pistol with Izzy and Titus
there
back there.
There we go. There's a snap, and it's a flea flicker, my favorite. And he's going to have to run it. He's going to have to run it, and he's going to get past the 10.
He got really close. But
to the 11.
That should be enough for a first down.
Let's see where they spot it. That's the hard part. They're spotting on the 11. Are they signaling? They're signaling. That is a first down.
First down.
That was clutch.
That's what we needed.
That was clutch.
Sapulpa defended that really well, too, downfield.
They weren't fooled by it. And we haven't run that one because we hadn't run that formation. That's new to me. All right, empty set here. We got Green. Green takes the jet sweep, and he's got the edge. And he's still going, and he's going to be tackled, looks like a 12, 13-yard gain, and that's going to be another Jacket first down. I didn't know he could run like that.
So I believe he's going to Iowa State, right? Play defense there? That's the last I'd heard. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. But if he doesn't get picked up somewhere to play cornerback, somebody's going to look at him playing wide receiver because that boy can run.
And Landon's just going to take it, and he's going to keep it, and they're going to meet him at the line of scrimmage. And this time he gets
– got a gain of 1, maybe 2. That ref over on the other side is giving him a great spot.
But, again, he's so tall. When he goes down, he goes forward. So, yeah, they gave him 2 yards. All right, single back. And Jackets are driving. All right, we're going to reset to the quads right. And there's the snap. He's looking. And he throws. Got Titus, and Titus will take a possession catch for another Jacket first down, 12-yard gain. And let's do it again.
About a 10-yard completion on that. And Titus doing the really smart thing, just catching it and going down with 2 defenders closing in on him. Self-preservation goes a long way. Catch the ball, go down, first down, live to play another play.
Also keeps that tempo up and keeps that defense guessing. All right, reposition to empty set. And looking back, he's looking to throw. He's got an open man, wide open. It's Matlock. Matlock catches it at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
What a great pass. And he picked up a huge block, too. I couldn't see who it was. Was it 16?
But there we go. That was money. That was money. That was on the money. They hit Matlock. Somehow Matlock got open, broke their zone, and just like that, Jackets up 21-14.
The up man that was supposed to be covering Zaylen bit really hard on that swing pass that Mayer ran out left, looking like we were going to run just a little screen out there. Left Matlock wide open for a beautiful catch and a long run.
All right, Clifton and Gamble. It's a good. So Jackets 22-14. Like to see that score. And I also like to see those wonderful sponsors that have been with us all year. Let's show that commercial.
For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools. From student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking, we're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back in the big house. Do we have any score updates?
I'll get to those in just a second. I had said a second ago I thought DeJean was going to Iowa State. Correction, he's going to Boston College, and we're excited for his future.
Well, that's a great school. You get a degree from there, you're pretty much set.
Score updates looking like, if I can get my computer to cooperate for me here. Stillwater's come back, and they're ahead of Southmore 14-9. Muskogee and Putnam City's tied up 14-14. And Sand Springs is still up over Piedmont 14, but Piedmont's come back. They put 6 on the board, so they're at least making it a game.
All right. And there's the kick, and it's going to be out of bounds. And so the Chieftains are going to start on their own 35. And here's the deal. I love to see this defense. And I'm going to declare it right here. Greatest defense in 6A2 this year. They're the best. And they already had one turnover for tonight, and that turnover was basically in the end zone, and you know that's basically a 14-point swing when you can stop them from scoring, and then we just drove the ball all the way down. Well, that was a 99-yard drive.
Yeah, it gives us an 8-point lead here with 5 minutes left to go. If Choctaw can make a big stand right here on defense, all the momentum's going our way headed to halftime, and that's exactly what we need. We need to own this first half and make them question themselves in the locker room at halftime and come out and quit in the second half.
But, you know, one thing in modern football, if you have a quarterback that can throw, you know they're going to score. You just got to limit their opportunities and make them pay when they make mistakes. Here we go. It's going to be a nice blitz, and it's a deep ball, and it's going to be out of bounds, so it's going to be incomplete.
Credit to what you were just saying. Choctaw's response to that, they've got both their safeties playing about 15 yards deep. They're saying, you're not going to beat us over the top anymore. We're going to take that away from you. That's a smart decision by Coach Clark right there. They've beat us over the top a couple times. We said, fine, we'll give you anything underneath. We're going to hammer you when you do. You're not beating us over the top.
Yeah, I mean, all right, let's see what they got. That's 2nd and 10. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, single back. There's a snap, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's not happening. That is not happening.
Looks like Brentrell Smith again.
Brentrell and number 91, Jace Watson. Yeah, you can't let those guys in the backfield. You just can't.
No, they're going to eat the running back's lunch all day long if you let them keep getting back there.
So far, the Jackets' defense have been keeping Sapulpa basically one-dimensional, where they're having to throw that deep ball, and so they have not really gained a lot on the ground.
No, Sapulpa's had no success on the ground tonight. Everything they've come has been in chunk plays over the top, and if we can limit those, this will be our game.
Yeah, empty set. The quarterback draw is still an option for them. Yeah, they can do that. They didn't cross the ball. And we're going to have a timeout, and we're going to stay right here. We're going to talk about some of our sponsors. SWM & Son has been with Yellow Jackets TV. And, again, they don't technically sponsor the playoffs because the playoffs is through OSSAA, but they sponsor my class, and they sponsor Yellow Jackets TV and the equipment, and they keep us up and running, and they keep gas in our van. So our sponsor, like SWM & Sons, you know, building a better Choctaw, custom-built quality homes, and just honestly, SWM & Sons has supported almost every program I can think of here at Choctaw High School, and they've been supporting us since as long as I can remember. And so, you know, you see them out in the community. Just thank them for all they do for the community that they help build. SWM & Sons. I also like to thank EOC Tech, Eastern Oklahoma County Technology Center, and they provide so many opportunities for our students. I mean, one of the classes I'm most excited about at EOC Tech is their HVAC repair. Man, I would love to learn how to fix my own air conditioning. That might be something I do in the summer. I don't know if they offer summer classes, but they offer a lot of classes. Here we go. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. We got good defense. And there, almost picked off. You knew it. That was Dejon Green. And
he's going to wish he had that one back because he had nothing but green grass in front of him,
yes, he
too.
did. And sometimes having nothing but green grass makes it harder to catch. All right.
We're going to blame that one on the wind. It got a hold of the ball and made it squirrely.
Yep. Sure.
No, 99 times out of 100, he doesn't drop that.
Well,
but that's still going to force a Sapulpa punt here. So
and Gaddis is looking to make something happen on the field because, you know, Gaddis, he might not get as many touches as some of the other guys, but when he does make a touch, it's special. So let's see what he can do on this return. There we go. And there's the kick. It is a little bit short and out of bounds, and so the Jackets should probably start around the 45. We'll see where they spot it.
I was afraid we were going to see a flag on that because Izzy just absolutely took his blocker and drove him straight into the punter.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
But fortunately, we didn't see a flag there. That's going to be Yellow Jacket football. We're going to come out right on the 45.
Yep, good. I called it about right. It's hard to call.
It's very hard to call that when it goes out of bounds, especially on the far sideline too.
Oh yeah. All right, we got a single back, and there's some motion just up. Morgan up the middle. Oh my gosh, he's got room. Splits the defense. Number 22 for Sapulpa saves the touchdown, but that's still going to be what, a 20?
I don't know how you slow
yard?
Mayer down right there.
I don't know.
He grabbed on for dear life to bring him down. That was a great run by the Mayor.
About 23 yards-ish. All right, tempo. Landon back here. Morgan goes in motion. Uh-oh. Fumble.
Uh-oh.
Landon might have got back on it. Was it incomplete, though?
No. That was a forward pass.
That's okay.
That was an incomplete pass.
Okay. But Landon did smart to get on it anyways. That's what I thought. That's why you do that play.
Yeah, that little forward toss handoff. That way, just in case there's an accident like that, it's just an incomplete pass. So,
all right. Let's see what we do again. We got the same motion, and we're going to hand it off to Morgan, and Morgan's going to hit the middle, spin, and somehow get a couple yards out of the deal. He looks like he got 2. And it'll bring up 3rd and 8. Let's see if we can get them. All right, trips right, single back. All right, and just a little toss to Mayer, and the turf monster got him. That's a time to call Tyler's Pest Solution. We got turf monsters. If we had Tyler's out here, he would treat it, and we would get this turf cleaned up, and we get rid of those gophers and those rats and those mice and those bad insects that are somehow tackling us from underground.
I wonder what's going on with the turf because I've seen a lot of slipping and sliding out there tonight.
I just told you, turf monsters.
Turf monsters.
Turf monsters.
They are real.
They are real. Some call them gophers and moles, but turf monsters. All right, 4th down. We're going for it. We're Choctaw. Let's go. Back to pass. Landon's going to have to scramble, and he throws deep to a wide open touchdown, Choctaw. Mayor Morgan.
Mayor Morgan on the catch. Woo! Coming open out of the backfield. What a play. What a scramble by Landon to keep that play alive.
And that's the thing, the difference between Landon from sophomore year to junior year to senior year is that keeping his eyes on the prize and making that decision and stepping up and delivering it.
Even early this season, Landon would have just taken off running right there. Way to stay with the pass.
All right, Gamble. He's going to have his opportunity to get his points. And there's something funny going in the line because, I think there's a lot of talking, a lot of jarring where they're trying to get us to jump.
There's definitely something screwy going on down there, but that's a false start against Choctaw, and it's going to back them up. But that's still no sweat for Mr. Gamble right here.
Honestly, I like the practice for Gamble. I like to see him keep kicking further and further. Let's go. The kick is up, and it is good.
He's extremely consistent on his point afters. It's almost automatic for him. Yeah. Almost. I'm not going to say that it is because nobody's perfect. And the best part about that, he's only a freshman.
That's correct.
We got him for 3 more years kicking.
3 more years of strength training, 3 more years of getting range. I hope this kid works himself into a scholarship.
I do too.
I can see that happening for sure.
Well, he's going to get taller. He's only 14, I think.
Yeah.
He's going to get taller. His brother is almost 6'8".
Yeah.
So he's got the potential to be real long.
And not just as a kicker. He's got some other skills. He can play some football.
Yeah, he definitely is a good little defensive player. He's usually either a corner or a safety out there.
But yeah, well, as you grow, you see what you can do here. So Jackets to kick off again. Sapulpa needs something. 2:20 left. They need something to talk about. And you see the wind right there. Just knock the ball over. And I think you get to set it up one more time by rule, and then you have to have a holder if it blows over again.
Wind's still whipping pretty hard. We can see it on the flags on the goalpost. They're standing straight out.
Yeah, and it's pretty much going from the bottom of your screen to your top. And there's the kick. It's a nice one. It's going to be right at the 10, and Sapulpa will try to return this. And a nice little return. They'll get up back to 22, 23-yard line, about a 12, 13-yard return. And Sapulpa really needs something to happen. 2:12 left. Because if you let Choctaw get 3 scores ahead, you're in trouble. Now, Choctaw started their offense, right?
Yes, Choctaw received. So Sapulpa's going to have the ball to start the second half. So best case scenario is Choctaw can get a really quick stop right here because we've still got – do we have 2 or 3 timeouts left?
We should have 2 because we used one like the very first play.
We did.
We've
still got 2 timeouts left, so we can stop the clock and get the ball back.
Set. He's going back to pass, and he does a quick little screen. Or not a quick little screen, a quick little out. And he'll get a first down, get about 11 yards. But that was not his primary target. That was a good read from their quarterback, number 9. Whatever. What's 9? We should say his name. He's done a good job.
Braddock's Broughton. He's done a fantastic job back there from the quarterback spot tonight.
He's definitely done outside making reads, but we're shutting down some of those deeper routes. We're going to make them work for it.
They got out of bounds there and stopped the clock, so that was big for Sapulpa.
That's huge. They got, it's 2nd and 2?
We got a heavy set coming in here, 1 receiver up top.
And just a little handoff, and they're going to try to get, and they do get the first down. So that will bring up a 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
And that's going to stop the clock while the chains move as well. Clock's running again, but every second's going to matter for Sapulpa.
They're going empty again. I think that's what they like, and let the quarterback do it with his feet if they need to. There's just a quick little screen pass, little bubble. And he got some good blocking on the outside. He scrambles and runs out of bounds about the 49, the Jacket 49, 48-yard line. And a little change of
right at the 50.
A little change of play calling for the Chieftains. Of course, we're showing a different defense, and so these teams are always constantly adjusting. We're going to stay in that empty package here, and Jackets switch it up again on defense. We're going to be back with the quarterback. He's going to throw just
throw it out of bounds.
I was like, that is a miracle ball that he just threw up there. And I was
if he would have kept that in play, that would have been Choctaw football.
Yeah, that's we would have closed in on that because that was sky high. That was
into the wind,
like a punt. Yeah. All right, that brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 50.
We're still in that empty left here.
Oh. We got a little bit anxious. So I'll bring up a 2nd and 5. 1:38 left in the half. Plenty of football left, so I wouldn't go anywhere. All right. We're going back. Oh, good blocking. And missed pick off. Oh, my goodness.
Another one.
Was that Mr. Green?
That was Green again.
He's the preferred target, looks like, tonight. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 and stop the clock at 1:33. But, yeah.
That's 2 tonight that he's going to wish he had back.
Yep.
He said, I'm losing the gloves.
Yeah,
I'll do it myself.
Yep.
He wants that one back really bad.
Okay, they moved. That was the left.
We go.
That was the left guard moved. I'm going to call it right here. And, yes, okay, so that'll bring up 3rd and 10. All right, they're going to do a little switcherooski. And they desperately need this first down here. They're not in field goal range. They need to make something happen here. They need to keep us from getting the ball, really. Empty set here. Trying to make us jump. We did not. And it's going to be a timeout Sapulpa. And so we'll talk about some of our
Way
other
to be disciplined right there, Choctaw.
Other sponsors. So we got Chaos Customs. You know about Chaos Customs?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I've seen some of the stuff they do to these trucks, and they're unrecognizable. They're so much cooler than they were before. I see them take like an old model truck and just turn it into like the coolest thing you've ever seen. And it's
the
amazing.
Stuff they can do, given a blank slate, it'll absolutely blow your mind.
And, you know, they'll do little bit of modification. They'll do big modification. Like you need a bed liner, they're ready to go.
Absolutely.
You know, but, you know, if you need a lift kit and the bed liner and some other things, they got some fantastic tires. And they know what they're doing. And so you can, like, this is my dream. And they're like, okay, this is how we can do it. And so it's, you know, it's like almost a consultant and the people that can do the job. So KS Customs, we're glad they're with us. You know, we got a bank, First National Bank. You know, they're in Choctaw. They're all over the place.
That's where I bank at.
They're a huge bank, but we got local, you know, a local branch. And, you know, some of those huge banks usually don't care about us little people, but they do. They care about the little people because they care about this community that they're part of. And so we really appreciate their being with us and all they do for our community. I don't know if you ever checked out, but they got like teen accounts that you can hook up and they can start learning how to manage their money. There's good stuff there.
They got a ton of customizable debit cards
all right,
as
here
well.
we go. He's going back to pass, and we're there. We push him down, and it's going to be out of bounds. There's no flag, and so that should
Looks
be
like they're
a
not
fourth
going to
down.
rule intentional grounding there either.
Yeah, it was.
I guess he got enough out of the pocket on that one, but I thought he could have.
It was deep enough, and we hit him, so they can say that the ball was maybe altered.
Well, regardless, it's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
They're going to bring a punter out, and let's see. We do have.
We got a minute 26 left. That's plenty of time for Choctaw to make something happen and put one more score on the board before we go into half.
Gaddis is on the 13. Yep. Move it back just a little bit to the right. Yeah,
See if this punter's actually going to kick it to us this time, or is he going to take it out of bounds again?
And there's the kick. It is a line drive. Let's see if Gaddis can get it. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to try to make some moves. He gets to the 20, and he's going to be dragged down at the 25 with a minute 15.
That was an absolute line drive of a kick.
2-minute drill here. Yeah.
Took a good hop for Sapulpa, too, but bounced right to Gaddis. He made a good little return on that. Got about 16 yards out of it from where he fielded it. So got a minute 15 left on the clock. Let's see if Choctaw can put one in. We got still 2 timeouts to work with. Be smart, get out of bounds a couple of times, move the chains, clock stops.
But, yeah, you know, maybe at least get in field goal range. Let's try that. Trips right, single back. Atlanta's back to pass. He's looking, and he's just going to dump it off to Mayer. And Mayer's going to hit the edge and smartly goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And it's going to be just shy of the first down, so it'll be a 9-yard gainer. Bringing up a 2nd and 1.
Got a minute 7 left on the clock. That was an absolute perfect decision by Mayer to get out right there.
This puts us in excellent field position. All right, back to pass, and he's going to throw it out to Gaddis there, and it is incomplete. So 102 left. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Priority right here is let's convert, get a first down. So again, we got 2 timeouts left. Whatever you want in the playbook. This is a tough call for the defense. Are you going to give them the first down and make sure they don't get the big ball? It is empty set. They're coming after him, and Landon's going to go right up the middle for a first down. And he gets stopped just at the first down.
He barely got there, but he got there.
So
he needed 1, and he got 2.
That's all we need. So that stops the clock long enough to set the sticks, and we need to go tempo here. They set it. Okay, 50 seconds. There's the snap, and it's going to be a Matlock pitch, and Matlock stiff arms at the 40, and he goes down. Looks like close to a first down. They're going to give him a first down, stop the clock.
They're going to move. Yep, they gave him first down on that.
We'll see if we use a timeout here, and there's a flag, a really late flag, and there's another flag. That's weird. So we'll tell you what.
Very late flags right there.
From opposite ends of the spectrum.
Let's see what they're going to get together and signal up here to us, because I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, we don't hear sound on the field, so it's got to be Malvin. So I have a feeling there's been a lot of talking during this game. Personal foul, offset. Okay. I think there's some talking. That's the best I can tell.
Two teams looking to win. It's win or go home. You know that they're gonna give it all they got here. So
yeah, you got to appreciate the passion. You don't
Absolutely.
appreciate the flag, but you appreciate the passion. All right, here we go.
38 seconds left.
Yeah, get on side. There we go. All right, empty set. And Landon's going to keep it. He's going to go left, and it didn't fool anybody. So it's going to be a second and 10.
Take a timeout right here.
And there is a timeout with 25 seconds left. Let's go to some other sponsors here. We got Mud and Steel, right? Yes. We got Mud and Steel Construction. They do everything concrete, everything imaginable. You know, they do big projects. I've seen big projects, but they do some smaller projects. You know, they'll do a pool. I've seen
they do a lot of driveways.
Yeah, they do driveways. I've seen an outdoor kitchen that they did where they just kind of line it up, you know, make your dreams come true. But, again, they can do magic with this concrete. I guess I call it magic. Maybe they call it just construction. But they can do magic with this concrete, and they'll hook you up with the construction projects. So, like, if you want to improve your life, improve your house, have a project going on at your home or your business, you know, give them a call. Like, they've done some great things for our school. And
they've done a ton of work for our school.
Yeah.
And you couldn't ask for a nicer, better family. They are all amazing people.
But that's I'm glad you brought that up, because there are people in our community supporting our community.
They live in our community,
and providing jobs for our community.
And provide jobs for our community.
So,
you can't ask for anything more than that.
We love having sponsors like that. And all of our sponsors do exactly that. They live here, they eat here, they breathe here, they provide jobs for our community.
All right, here we go. We got 27 seconds left on the clock.
And back to pass here. He's looking, and little dink. Oh, misses Titus, a little bit too tall. But that is okay, because that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Oh, flag on the play. Late flag.
Down deep.
It looks like there was a lot of John going on between that little group and Titus. I'm not sure who this is going to be on, though.
Yep. There's been a lot of you can't hear it up here, obviously, but you can kind of see the body language. There's a lot of talk. And so they're going to explain to Coach it's going to be against Sapulpa, so that's going to spot us some yards. It's going to be a first down. Not that it really matters too much, because we're in 4-down territory with 21.4 seconds. But this makes a shorter throw. And
it's going to put the ball right on the 37. So with the wind at our back, we are in touchdown range to put one in the end zone.
Yeah,
here.
That was a costly penalty for Sapulpa, because they can't give up 15 yards off using your mouth. You know, it's penalties do happen, but you know, it's better when it's not in this kind of moment. You know, the clock is not our friend. All right, little motion, and Landon's just going to go back and pass. A little screen to Mayor Morgan, and it's going to be incomplete, 16.2 seconds.
Incomplete, but the clock stops, at least on that incompletion. But Mayor had some green grass in front of him there.
We got one timeout, and so, you know, successful plays take longer than unsuccessful plays. So you're really looking at maybe 3 plays, maybe 2 successful plays. So you cut this in half.
Second down. Let's see. Does he take a shot at the end zone here?
Yeah, at least try to cut it in half. Nope, just a little screen to Matlock. Matlock's got blocking and room, and he goes out of bounds at a first down and about the 27.
It's a gain of about 17 yards right there.
And that's 11 seconds, and we're talking a successful play. If you get out of bounds quickly, it's 8 seconds, 9 seconds. We got 2 plays.
Hey, it was a heads-up play to get out of bounds there, though. Get to the sideline, get tackled out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I'm sure,
give us a second to call in the right play here.
I'm sure the coaches are ready. Time out. Start timing out before the play's over.
Well, you only got 1 left, so we got to use it smart.
Yeah, well, you got 2 plays left, so let's be smart to get the 2 plays. Let's see if they can get it done. All right, there's the motion. And Landon's going to go back to Pat. Oh, no, flea flicker again. He's looking. He's going to throw it. You got to throw it now. And he throws it. It's a lob, and it's going to be through the hands of Titus with 0.2 seconds left
0.2 seconds on the clock.
It was a little too tall for Titus, which means it was really tall.
He stretched up for it, but this wind has that ball moving all over the place. Those are hard reads.
You know,
some of these calm October nights that we had, Titus makes that catch every single time. This swirling wind down on the field, you can tell it's definitely messing with some of these receivers on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's messing with the ball. The ball's not where it's curving a little bit.
We are just outside of Dylan Gamble's range, so Choctaw's going to go for it here.
Yep, last play of the half, and we'll probably call a timeout and talk about it.
Yep, Choctaw's going to take their last timeout here.
Which is a good thing, and, I recently went to Middell Vision Source, Midwest City Vision Source, and got me a new pair of glasses so I could see this playoff year bright and crystal clear. And I'm telling you what, go there, and they got 4 doctors there that are top quality. Make sure you got healthy eyes. Make sure you see good. And then they got some of the best stylists out there that make sure you leave there looking good. So Middell, Midwest City Vision Source. We got Dave's driving school, and I'm telling you what, there's nothing better than having somebody else teach your kid how to drive. The horrifying terror of getting in a car with a 15-year-old that doesn't know what they're doing. You let Dave handle that, and then he'll get them trained up, and then you can finish the job. And then when they're ready, you go back to Dave, and they'll test them and get them all they need for their license. Dave's driving school.
All right, here we go. Landon's in the backfield, empty set.
Here's the snap, and he's looking, and he throws. He's got a man, and it is incomplete, and that will be the half. So the Jackets come up empty, but with the 29-14, they got to feel pretty good about their first half. And don't go anywhere. Maybe get yourself some food. Maybe get yourself some wings or a hamburger or chips or ice cream. This might be a good night for ice cream to keep you cool. We're going to run a few commercials, and then we'll run our halftime holding ad so we can take a break here, and then we'll be back in about 20 minutes.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Are you having trouble seeing clearly? Then you need Vision Source Midwest City. We have been a leading eye care provider in the area for more than 50 years, and our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye diseases and problems. We provide a high level of personalized care and state-of-the-art diagnostic technology to help you reach your vision goals. Vision Source Midwest City offers experts to help find the right contacts, lenses, and frames for your needs. At Vision Source Midwest City, we want you not just seeing well, but looking good. All righty, we got a few more seconds here as we get the crew back in here. And so far, I'm happy with the first half. And so far, it's what we expected. We got off the bus a little bit slow, but I see improvement. We struggled on the first possession, and after that, we've been pretty hot. And, of course, I think we would have scored in the last possession if we had more time. So I think right now it's jacket football where we need to keep doing our stuff. But Sapulpa, if they have hope to come back in there, they need to change something up and try to beat us in a different way.
Choctaw needs to come out ready for Sapulpa to throw the ball early in this third quarter. They're going to have the wind at their back. They're going to take their shots downfield. We know this quarterback's not afraid to throw it. So Choctaw's going to have to come out on defense and make a big stop early and set the tone for the second half.
Yeah, I fully agree because I think if I'm the Sapulpa coach, I'm throwing the home run ball on first down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to get them sleeping. But so far, Sapulpa, there's the kick, and it's going to be to about the 26. It's dropped and knocked out of bounds.
Rolled out of bounds, though, but it was touched by Sapulpa, so it's going to be their ball right there where it rolled out, probably about the 25. 20. Oh, they gave him a great spot at the 27.
Yep. They did. It's hard to see on that far side, but so far Sapulpa has been able to do nothing on the ground, and so I really think if they want to crawl back in this game, they got to figure out somehow to run it, a quarterback run or even some of these little screen passes, something.
Well, Choctaw's front seven is not going to give up anything easy on the ground. If you're getting running yards, your O-line definitely earned it for you.
It's real hard to win without running. That's a lot
and they're coming out in an empty set right out of the gate.
And here's a quick little throw, and it's going to be well handled. That's what Gaddis.
Yeah, Gaddis got there first.
And then number 6. That's Khalil Grant. And some other Jackets. But that's a good gainer, about 7. Bringing up a 2nd and 3.
That's definitely something Choctaw's great at. As soon as first contact's made, they swarm to the football.
And they're empty again, and that might be their run game, honestly, those short little passes. There's a little out route, and we gave up the out route. They're getting a first down, and so he'll get all the way up to the 40. But they covered it well. That was Rocco and Grant. It amazes me that Rocco always is around the ball.
Every single play.
He starts in the middle of the ball.
Every single play, you're going to find number 8 around that football.
He starts in the middle of the field, and then there's a throw, and all of a sudden there's Rocco. So, I don't know.
He could move east and west with the best of them.
You know, if I didn't have to watch the rest of the game, I might just watch Rocco and see where he moves, because just to see how he reads that quarterback. I think that'd be fascinating. It's empty again. There's the snap. He goes back to pass, and he's going to throw deep, and we're the only one that could get there, and we couldn't get there. You just saw Sapulpa trying to play defense there, but it was overthrown, and I think overthrown on purpose, honestly. So, I mean, second and 10 is a lot better than taking a sack.
Yeah, they tried to take the top off the defense right there, but Choctaw had that well covered. There was nobody open on that play for him to throw to.
Yeah, we got Green playing pretty far back as that safety. And there's just a quick little throw.
Boom.
And welcome to the ground. And that's number 5 again. That's Braylon Taylor. So we got a lot of names coming from you because, you know, they're testing. They're trying to find a weak. I don't think there's a weak person out there. I like our matchup. I liked our matchup all week long when I was looking at it. That, you know, we're going to match up very, very well against their offense. We're empty again. You know, they got trips on the wide side of the field.
Yeah, they're letting DJ play back deep and just play that single high safety. They're basically letting him play center field on this and saying, wherever it goes, go get it.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to get there. So
yes, he
there
does.
we go. We're going to throw deep, and he's going to get sacked. And that's going to be Izzy. That's going to be 99, and that's going to be 91. So that's Smith, Watson, and Izzy. That's
a big stop on third down, pushing them back. That loss of yards, that's going to bring up a punt situation. We've seen number 7 kick already tonight, and he put one really deep. So Gaddis better back up because when he gets it up in the wind, it's going to go.
Yeah, he's standing on his 21, so pretty good. But we'll see what they can do. We might come after it. We might not. Doesn't look like we're coming after it. And there's the snap. And the kick is a good one. And it's going to be out of bounds, though. Probably a smart idea. Jackets will start. Looks like they're 36, 37-yard line. One of the two.
Yeah, he's got him right at the 37-yard line.
And let's see how the Jackets come out. And I've said all year, the first possession out of half really shows a lot of the adjustments teams have made. And more times than not, the Jackets score coming out of the halftime just because of all their adjustments that they made. And it's just I tell you what, the work that these coaches do on the weekends and film study with these players is just hours after hours, but it's unbelievably effective.
Well, and these players have been getting after it all week long, putting in the work.
Right. Landon just running up the middle, and he's got room, and he gets banged down for about an 18-yard gain. I think they spot him in the number 47.
Got about 47 right there. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Great run by Landon right up the middle. Great work by the O-line opening up those gaps.
Okay, we've got a very tight formation, and we're going to have something. Do we have an equipment violation?
I'm not sure, but they sent Nate Jones off, so.
So we're going to put it in a different package, I guess. Okay, here we
Brody
go.
Clifton came in for him right here.
All right, and we're going to hand it off to the mayor, and the mayor just cuts it up with great blocking and, shoestring tackle. And he's going to get about 12 all the way up to the 35-yard line of the Chieftains.
We're getting good chunks on these run plays right here, and that's what we need to see. Great blocking at the line of scrimmage and downfield by these receivers out wide. They're getting to that second level, really helping out our running game.
All right. Landon's just going to design run. He's going to jump forward and fall down, and he somehow gets – I think they're only going to give him 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6. All right. We haven't mentioned them yet, but McConnell's Wrecker Service. I'm telling you what, it's great to have a local wrecker service, and we'll get to it after this play and talk more about it. All right, single back, tight formation, Matlock in motion. And there's a pitch to Matlock, and he's going to follow his lead blocker, and they smelled this one, and it's going to be a 1-yard loss. But I'm telling you what, wrecker services, you want to have that number with you. You never want to call a wrecker service if you don't have to. But when you need a wrecker service, you want one that is going to be reliable, going to come out, take care of your vehicle, take care of you, make sure you're safe, make sure your vehicle gets to where it's going, and treat you like family, and that's what they do at McConnell's Wrecker Service.
Landon and Mayer in motion here.
All right, and there's a little backwards pass, I think, almost, and Mayer stumbles. And he keeps going, and he goes out of bounds for about an 8-yard gainer. Let's see where they spot it.
Really long handoff is what we're going to call that one.
I mean, really. But that's the name of the game. I think that's going to be 4th and 2. All right, and we're going to go for it. Why not? I think we I think we got a little bit of motion there. Oh, good. Oh, I thought I saw them call offside. Although I think we were offside, but I think it's a false start first.
Yeah, false start against the Jackets. That's not what we needed right there on 4th down. That's going to bring up about 4th and 7.
Yeah, no point in punting though.
No, we're not. It's definitely 4-down territory right here.
All right, motion, and Landon's back to pass. He's looking deep. He's going to have to run it. And, it's going to be
are they going to give it to him?
It's going to be really close.
Oh, they got him a yard short.
Okay, yeah, they called it a yard short. I think we get that one if we're at home.
I don't think I'm going to agree with that spot, but that's not my job tonight. So
yeah, but yeah, you can't expect the spot you want on the road, and so that's the name of the game. It's going to be turnover on downs. Game of inches. We play a game of inches here.
The Chieftains had all our pass routes really well covered on that one. Landon did great effort to try and get that 1st down. Just came up a little short. Pushed them back, though. Ball on the 26 here. Chieftains are deep in their own territory, so another big stand by the defense right here would be great.
All right, let's get set up. We're not quite lined up. There we go. Getting in place.
They love this empty look.
Yep. Here's the snap. They're going to want to go deep, and they do go deep, and we have a guy. That number 2 is something special, and there's going to be a flag, and I think that flag is going to be declined. That was just right there. That was a
the quarterback to drop that in the bucket on the run moving forward like that, and number two, to just stay with it and pull in that catch. These Chieftain receivers are doing everything they can tonight.
Who is
They've
that?
made spectacular catches.
Who's that number 2? Let's go ahead
That's
and give that.
Landon Barber. He's done a fantastic job tonight. He's had, I think, 3 of their best catches of the evening.
Yep. He's pretty talented young man. All right. This, you got to have a short memory. Let's get lined up. And here we go. Back to pass. And it's going to be a little screen pass, well set up. And he's going to be
was very well executed
Yeah.
by Sapulpa right there.
So that's going to be another first down. It's going to be on the Jackets. Looks like let's call that the 13. All right. And they're actually in a single back set, try to mess us up, trips left. And he's going back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw deep to that corner, and he's going to get that number 2. And it is a touchdown.
Yeah, that was another great catch by Landon Barber. That kid's something special tonight.
And that's a well executed. You do those corner routes because if you throw it right, either your guy gets it or it's out of bounds, right? So he threw it right. So that's Sapulpa. They're now 9 points. So they really need to get at least a point here to keep it as a one-score game. And let's see what's I think
Choctaw had an injured player down. They're helping him off on the sideline, though.
Okay, is that what's going on? I don't see the flag half the time, so I was like, is there a flag?
No, there was no flag. Whoever was defending on that play was a little shaken up, getting up right there. So the refs are hurrying them back out, though, saying this isn't a timeout. Let's keep this game moving.
Other way. Here we go. All right, kick is down. It's up. And that is good. So
another extra point by Jack Madden.
Chieftains pull within 8. So we'll run a commercial and be right back.
The only thing standing between an amateur and a professional is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Okay, we're back. Jackets really like to have that cushion, but now it's a one-score game. Of course, I always point out that two-point conversion is key here. Anytime you miss an extra point or make a two-point conversion, it really factors into the mathematics of it. No one wants to rely on having to get a two-point conversion to tie it. So you're going to want – I know Sapulpa's going to want to come get this ball. They're going to want to get this ball, and they want this to be successful. So the Jackets need to take care of business, get Landon out there, and have them run this offense into the end zone. And there's their little pooch, and it's not going to be a fair caught. Titus is going to run to the outside, and there's a flag, and Titus will get up to the 50, and there's going to be a late hit.
I'm not sure what the first flag was, though. We might have a block in the back against Choctaw on that one, and then a late hit against Sapulpa.
So it might be a 10-yard against Choctaw, and then they'll walk that and then walk 15 for Sapulpa. They usually don't offset when it's a late hit. And so we'll see what it is. But usually that's a returner's penalty zone. But they'll talk about it because they got to figure out the math here. So
a lot of crazy happened on that one, so they got to make sure they get it right.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it. A lot of crazy on that one. So the flag is sitting there at the 38, so you would imagine it would go back down to the 28 and then forward to the 43. Let's see what the call is. Let's do it, mister. Holding Choctaw. Personal foul. Sapulpa. And it's going to be a first down.
They walked it back to the 24. Now we're going to have it marked Choctaw ball at the 44.
44. Okay. So
Landon and the
field
Yellow
position.
Jacket offense is back out there. Mayer in the backfield. Let's see what he can do.
trips right. Single back. All right. Let's play some football. There's the snap. It's a direct snap to Mayor Morgan. Mayor Morgan slashes, and they did a good job defending it. And that's going to be about a 2-yard gain, bringing up a 2nd and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line. All right. Motion Matlock. There's the snap. Hand off to Mayer. Mayer's going to hit the hole hard, and he's going to get taken down about the Chieftain 48-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd, 3.
That was a pretty small hole that he was able to sneak into, but he definitely hit it hard.
He doesn't need much. He doesn't need much.
No, he doesn't.
All right, motion Matlock. There's the snap, and Landon's going to keep it, go behind. Oh, my gosh. Mayor Morgan leveled him. Landon's still going. He goes out of bounds for a first down, and I think he got all the way to the 33-yard line. And
that was an absolutely great block by Mayer right there. That's team football. That play doesn't go anywhere for Landon if Mayer doesn't seal that edge right there.
And that right there, if you're a young running back, if you block like that for somebody, they're going to block for you. All right, Landon looking back, little screen pass. And I think there was just a little misread on who the target was. And so there'll be a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, definitely a little confusion on that one.
But that does happen in football. So you don't want too many of those in a row. But that's kind of a rare miscommunication for the Jackets these days. Wow.
We don't see that a lot from us anymore.
We're going very tight, single back, and it's on the ground. Mayer picks it up, but it threw off the timing, and so he's going to be tackled for a loss, and it's going to be all the way back to the 38. And so that will bring up a 3rd and
about 15, it looks like.
Yeah, about 15. But, again, the ball hit the ground, and that throws off the whole timing of that play, and you're letting some people through because they don't have a chance at the ball. All right, there's some motion. Landed back to pass, and he throws. Oh, my gosh, hit somebody on the ground.
That was Zaylen. Looked like Zaylen fell down, got up to his knees, and still made the catch.
That was beautiful. Yeah, I wish I knew why he fell down. It might have been another turf monster, but it does seem that there is some turf issues in places because we've seen both teams slip a little bit. All right, here we go. We're going to shift to an empty set. Quads left. All right, Landon with the snap. He go back to pass. He's going to throw to Morgan. He's got to make one man miss. He hits the edge. He gets the first down and then some. And it looks like he's going to get just a little extra, but that should bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Jackets. Where do they spot it?
Right at the 1st down marker, but it's going to be enough to move the sticks.
There we go. And now they're knocking at the door.
Choctaw's rolling here.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Great effort by Mayer to hit that corner.
All right, we got that power pistol. There's a snap, handoff Morgan, and they should have stopped him for a loss, and they do stop him, and they might give him 1. Let's see where they actually get it. It might be back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage is what it looks like, yeah.
It should have been a loss of about 3, but he just refuses to go down.
No, that second effort by Mayer has been there all night.
All right, 2nd and 10. We got twins right, 2 receivers right, motion, and we're going to just throw to Mayor Morgan, a little screen, and he's going to get tripped up. I think he got tripped up by a leg, and he goes down at about the 21-yard line, so that will bring up a 3rd and about, what do we call it, 8?
Yeah, Deshaun Green out there on the edge set a great block for him, too. If Mayor's able to stay on his feet, that would have been a great gain.
All right. Probably 2 down territory. The Jackets really need a score to just pick up some momentum. So we're going to get the play here. 16 left in the play clock. Trip bunch left. And here we go. And Landon's just going to have to take it forward, and he takes it forward. He's dragging players and finally goes down at about the 3-yard line for another Jacket first down.
High stepping, running hard. Landon showing us what it's going to take tonight. That was an amazing run. Designed quarterback run right there, right up the middle. Good job on the O-line to get good push.
But, I mean, these Jackets never go away. Like, you think they're behind the sticks, 4th down, 3rd down, and they just get it. Not every time, but more often than not. All right, here we go. Single back, tight formation. It's going to be Morgan handoff, and Morgan's going to crash through it. A touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And what's that, Mayor Morgan?
That was DJ.
That was DJ
on the
Green.
Touchdown run. Great run by DJ.
From this distance, 7-2. It looks the same. I was like, wait a second.
His jersey was pulled up a little in the back.
Yep. But that's, touchdown Dejon Green. And that's going to put Jackets to 2 scores, and that's really important. We got 2:58 in the 3rd quarter. There's a reason why the Jackets drove the way they did. The best way to put a team behind is force them to be one-dimensional, force them to throw deep. They've been doing some of those screens to help us. The kick is up from Gamble, and it is.
It's good.
It's good. So
it stays perfect on the night.
Jackets up 15, so it's 36-21 Jackets. Let's run the next commercial.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
It's 31. No, it's 36-21. Jackets a lead. How's our other games looking in the division?
I'll let you know right after this kick. I'll get them pulled
All right,
up.
sounds good.
Gamble with the ball on the tee. He's going to look to put this probably right about the 40 to 35-yard line. I would love to see Choctaw be able to get this kick back right here.
And there's the kick. And it's a longer one.
Deeper than I thought it would be.
They picked it up on the 18, and oh wow, number 4, he makes the tackle at about the 25, and of course that's TK.
Right. TK slammed him down hard right there. You got a great game going on right now. Putnam City has the lead over Muskogee, 21-20 in the 4th quarter. Real close one right there. Sand Springs is pulling away from Piedmont. They're up 28-6. And Stillwater, after that kind of early stumble, maybe a little bye-week rust, they're up 34-9. So
all right,
those are all in the 4th quarter.
Well, we're fixing to be here.
And
so
we're almost there ourselves.
All right, we got empty trips right, and just a little to that middle receiver. They're going to get a 15-yard gain and a first down.
They're definitely finding some holes in that soft zone we're giving them because we're playing back deep trying to take away anything over the top.
Well, it's important to give the defense a little bit of rest here. I mean, the offense a little bit of rest here. And they'll toughen up, between the 20s is probably where they'll have to toughen up. All right, lots of blitzing, a little short pass, and
that's going to be an incomplete pass. Great pass breakup.
Yeah, number 14. That was
Caden Anderson.
He chopped him down.
That was a great tackle.
Yeah, and he forced the incomplete. So that's 2nd and 10.
That's what it's going to take, putting shoulder pads on the football tonight. We cannot let them get comfortable at all.
All right, we've got the single back set. They've gotten comfortable with the single back set. They do have 12 people on the field. Okay, now we got 11. All right, just a little run up the middle. That's probably their best run of the night. That's about a 6-yard run, and that will bring up a 3rd and 4.
That's by far their best run of the evening. And if at this point in the game, a 6-yard run being their best run, that speaks everything you need to know about Choctaw's front seven and what they're doing to Sapulpa's run game tonight.
All right, Sapulpa in a pistol set. We didn't cross. Don't keep it in your pocket, bud. There we go. Good job. All right, there's the snap, and it's going to be another handoff, and they're going to try to get up there, and I'm not sure where they just got the first down. Yep.
It was going to be a first down, Sapulpa.
They'll have the ball on the 50. And with 1:37 left in the third quarter, Sapulpa definitely needs to get something out of this possession here because
So we're going to be all right if Sapulpa wants to keep running the football. Let that clock keep running.
Right. And I think that's what they're seeing. There's something illegal about that.
Yeah, that was a false start against Sapulpa. I was going to back them up. That'll be 1st and 15.
I saw everybody moving. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I like it when it's a false start and you can't blame one player. It's half the team.
Yeah, right tackle, right guard. I think the center flinched with the football. I'm not sure what happened there.
Probably they miscommunicated the play here. All right.
Choctaw's bringing
we're
the
back
blitz.
there.
Choctaw's bringing
and
the blitz.
We bring them down so as to throw it out of bounds. And, wow, there we go. We missed it in the back because we didn't know it. They pushed us down way late in the back, and so that's going to be a 15-yarder. Awful, awful error. You know, my cameraman was following the ball where it was going, and back way behind the line of scrimmage at the 30. One of their offensive linemen just shoved us in the back and threw us into the turf. And so that will be a 15-yarder. So instead of a 1st and 15, it's going to be a 1st and 30. Let's see what they call here. You know, because I could be wrong.
Yeah, personal foul against Sapulpa. That'll be late hit. They didn't get him with an unsportsmanlike conduct against that player, though. So
yeah, but I would call it. I'd call it a late hit. So that's going to be 1st and. Is that out? Oh, it's after the play. So that's a 2nd and 30. So that's a loss of down as well. All right, there's the snap. He's going back to pass. A little screen pass, and wow, number 30 tackles him for maybe
it was Jeremiah Miles with the tackle. Great open field tackle at that.
So it's going to be 3rd and he got up to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be 3rd and 30. That is not where you want to be with 52 seconds left in the second quarter, ticking down. And I see him over there. I see that Choctaw offense. They want to get back on the. They're not happy with 36.
They really want to break this game wide open right here. Big stand by the defense.
All right, empty. He's back to
Just
pass.
Don't give
He's
up
looking,
anything deep.
And he throws deep, and that's that number 2 again. And he does get enough to get the first down.
Yep, they got the first down right there.
33-yard pass. And Dejon Green was there to prevent him from running with the ball, but he couldn't quite make it to break up the pass. That's interesting. They didn't stop the clock on that stick. They should have, but they didn't. So we got 18 seconds left. They do not have to snap it, but I bet you they want to.
I think this quarterback wants to take one more shot at the end zone with the wind at his back.
Yep.
No, they're going to take this to the fourth quarter.
They are. Okay. Put the fist in the air, fourth quarter. Let's hit commercials. We'll be right back.
For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools. From student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking, we're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
They're still in quarter mode, switching mode. But, it'd be easy to pick the player of the game for Sapulpa so far. That's that number 2. For the Jackets, man, there's been a lot. You got to give a lot to the mayor. All the work he's been doing. Landon has been taking it
Mayor
on his
and
back.
the Landon.
Oh, my goodness.
Mayor and Landon, I think, are both probably your co-player of the game for offense. Defense, I think it's got to either be Brentrell at this point, and he's caused all kinds of chaos in the backfield. DJ's had a ton of great plays in the secondary.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Okay, so here we go. Sapulpa going from your right to your left. And he's just going to do a little pull-up pass, and that was – speaking of
DJ, there he is again with another
Green.
PBU right there.
And that was just a deflected pass right there. And he timed it correctly. That's it's hard to do. My coaching point was always better early than late on balls like that, but with you time it correctly, you don't get the flag. All right, here we go. And he's going to hand it off. And it probably could have called some holding there. But he's going to be short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2 in Jacket territory. Nice little run. And so they really need to not go – they could try for the home run. It's 4-down territory, but they need to get that 2-yard. I almost expect a quarterback keeper or a quarterback dive or draw.
Tried to get him on the hard count there. Choctaw didn't fall for it.
And there we go. And it's just going to be a handoff and a nice little jump, and he will get the first down.
Sapulpa's starting to find some success on the ground here late in the 3rd, early in the 4th.
I think TK had the stop there, so they're going to spot the ball at the 25-yard line. And the Chieftains are knocking at the door at this point, and this is just time for the Jackets to bow up when their back's against the wall. And there's the snap. They're going to pull it and pass it. And to 17, he's going to make a little bitty run. I think he gets about 5 to the 20.
Yeah, that was Bryce Curran on the catch right there. Quarterback's definitely taking advantage of the little underneath routes. Receivers are getting just a few extra yards, but they're turning it into 2nd and manageable for Sapulpa.
And let's see if I can figure out how many timeouts we got left. It looks like Sapulpa's got 1 left. No, I don't see where they have the timeouts on the board.
Nobody's taking a timeout in the second half, I believe. Nah, that run goes nowhere. That's the D-line we've been looking to see.
That's 57-99, so that's –
I think that was Asa Bartlow right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it sure was. He busted through and made a big stop. And then, of course, Brent Trell.
Yeah, he's always hanging out back there.
He's always in the backfield.
I mean, he might as well get a blue jersey and hang out back there with him. All right, there's the snap. He's looking. Good coverage downfield. He gets hit as he's thrown, and it's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Do you see that?
Tipped it to himself and came down with it and then still had a good return.
Do we have his number?
I can't tell. Was that DJ?
It feels – no.
Or was that
somebody else? Was
that Caden that was back there?
I never saw a number, but I saw DJ someplace else. But good coverage, and the key was the quarterback got hit as he thrown, so the ball was off target. And then
they got an injured player down.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's get the camera. Let's go. Let's show our cheerleaders and our band. Let's focus on them.
Pan to the right, Choctaw cheer.
All right. And so
they work just as hard to be here.
Pan all the way, and let's see all because I can't tell. They're in different things. Cheer and palm. And then let's go look at that flag. People need to know what we're talking about. We keep talking about the wind. So get that flag over there on the right. It's going to be kind of hard to see because of the light next door. That's why there's glare on our thing.
Or you could show the goalpost. If you pan all the way to the left, you can see the flags on top of the goalpost. They're just whipping.
It is whipping.
This wind is swirling tonight.
If you don't think it's not affecting the game, it is. All right, let's get it out of that light because that's annoying. But people need to see what these guys are dealing with. All right, good. I always like it when someone walks off on their own. You know, you don't ever want anybody hurt. You don't want anybody hurt ever. And so both teams. So we got game on. We got 10:23 left in somebody's season here. And so
that's going to be Choctaw football on the 16-yard line after a great interception. That might be the straw that breaks that camel's back right here.
Well, that's Landon's got to take advantage of the situation here. Get that clock moving and let's get first downs. Here we go. Snap. Mayer. Nope. He pulls it up. That's Titus Hawk with the ball.
Great run. Great run. Great run.
And he keeps in bounds. They stopped it.
They're going to stop the clock at least for the chains to move.
Okay. Hopefully it's just for the chains because he purposely turned up so he wouldn't stop out of bounds.
It was hard to tell where he went out.
Yeah.
Yep. They're winding it. Clock's hot. Let's go.
That's what
Keep
I thought.
it moving.
He kept in bounds. All right, here we go. And what happened?
I am not sure.
We're not ready to go? I guess we snapped it before they were ready to go. I mean, they reset the play clock, I guess, so we're cool with that. There we go. And Mayer gets it and runs into a sea of blue.
Yeah, number 24 for them, Demarion McKinney. He busted through the line right there and just blew that play up. Mayer never had a chance.
So, yeah, about a 4-yard loss. Mayer never got going because once he gets going, it's harder to stop than that. But he was just starting his run. We're staying tight. Basically a single back. All right. And there's Matlock with the little pitch. And he's going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to be about another 4-yard, 5-yard gain. And so it'll be
one extra. We're going to be, what is this, third down? 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, yeah.
3rd and 9. Landon's shown you that no distance is too much.
All right, we need to convert this. We probably are in punting, a punting down. But as the night has progressed, I think the wind's picked up. All right, we got that bunch right. Morgan out. Landon's just going to run it behind his big boys. And he does meet the blue wall. And he's going to get.
Yeah, but he picked up about 3 on that one.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and 5?
4th and 5 right here. Let's see what Coach Corbin decides to do.
You know,
it's hard to tell because Landon is also your punter.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to go for it right here.
I think they see something they like. 8:20, and of course, when you got a 4th and 5, if you get them to jump, that's a first down. So we'll see, because he's your punter, so he could always line up as the punter. And we're going to call a timeout here and talk about it.
Let that clock run all the way down. Take up as much time as you can.
So 8:03.
Choctaw with a 15-point lead here. Let's see what Coach Corbin decides to do after this timeout.
And honestly, with 8:03 left, you're not comfortable with a 15-point lead. That's still just 2 scores.
No, not with this quarterback, not with his arm. The way number 2's been catching the ball all night.
And we knew we're going into this, but talented athletes are talented athletes, and so you can't stop Sapulpa every down. We knew this; they can't stop us every down. But it would be really nice to get either a good punt out of this, which I think what we're going to do. We're set up in punt formation.
Well, that wind's at our back, so Landon just needs to get this one up and let the wind do its work.
And just get ready to go to that guy. And that's a great punt.
Great punt.
He misses it. He might have muffed it. He might have touched it. We're going to play it like we touched it. I think we have possession. Let's see what they call, but I think he touched it, and they're calling it
they're
jacket
pointing
ball.
our direction.
It's jacket ball. So that's a muffed punt.
Muffed punt.
And that's going to be a huge mistake for the Chieftains, and this could be what
And
seals the deal.
we fell on that at the 12. That's going to be Yellow Jacket football on the 12-yard line.
Well, the problem with getting the ball on the 12-yard line, in Madden, when I'm playing Madden football, I'm gonna run it all the way back so I can boost my stats.
Well, somebody's got to take the loss when you do that.
Well, yeah, but I put in the backup for that.
Let's just
I put in the backup
punch
for
this
that.
one in the end zone
Okay.
right here.
We're
Let's
not-
just punch it in the end zone.
We're not playing video games, are we? Ooh. Sideline warning, Sapulpa. So that is not what the Chieftains wanted. That is what I wanted. And
That's
so
what all the Yellow Jackets wanted.
special teams with the turnover. Let's see what the Jackets can do. Let's hand it off to the mayor, and the mayor has the edge. Great blocking.
Oh,
There's a
flag.
way behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayor gets in.
I'm not sure what
If that's on the Chieftains, that's a touchdown for the mayor.
That throw was. I'm gonna.
That throw came from the back judge standing in
It's
the
holding.
end zone, though.
It was way, way behind the play. I always wonder about what do they see behind the play that makes us think there's a hold. But it's going to move them back 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Jackets, and they spotted it on, looks like the 22-yard line? Yeah, 22-yard line. But that was a touchdown run that's called back by behind the play hold, it looked like. Single back. Izzy in motion. Landed to throw it. Just a little throwback to, I think that's
Titus.
And Titus got some room. He gets tackled.
Oh, and a late flag came in.
And it's against the Jackets.
Titus with a great catch and run. Good second effort to really stretch out, get that ball to the 10-yard line, but that flag's going to hurt. It's going to back us up a little bit more.
Yeah, they're calling blocks behind the play, illegal blocks behind the play.
Yeah, that block was well behind the play too. So,
but sometimes as a blocker, you don't know where the play is. You're just doing your job. But apparently they thought it was a hold, so it's going to bring up 1st and 30. You can get a first down inside the 3. But it's still first. So you don't need all of this. Just get a chunk of it. Try to get about 10 yards out of this first down. Let's just get a positive rush.
Matlock's in motion.
And just a little shuttle pass.
With the spin move.
And there we go. We got some yards here. He gets all the way up to, the 24?
They got him down at the 25-yard line.
25, okay.
But, that's still going to be a gain of about – that was a gain of 12 right there. That was a great play on first down when we're that far behind the sticks.
So 2nd and about 23 is what they say. And so let's get another one of those. And again, that
10, 12 yards
the clock
makes it manageable.
The clock is moving. 6:52.
That is the most important thing, is keeping that clock running.
There we go. Back to pass and just a little screen
There's
pass
that
to
screen
Titus
to Titus
Hawk.
again.
He's got yards. He's got the distance. He's got a touchdown. Yellow Jackets, no yellow on the field. And that just might have sealed the deal for the Jackets.
That time it is good.
Jackets up 42, Sapulpa 21, and let's see if Gamble can make it 43.
That might be the dagger right there. If Gamble makes this a 22-point game, that's going to be a tough ask of any high school football team to come back from with 6.5 minutes, and especially against this Yellow Jackets defense.
Now, it's not impossible. You still got to play football, but this is some nice cushion. And that's all brought to you by some great special teams play. And there's a flag. I'm not sure who did what. False start. Apparently we're going to let Gamble practice again with a –
He is getting a lot of practice on deeper kicks tonight.
Yeah, 25.
They keep getting us on that false start. There's something about that right side of the line that they don't like.
They don't want them to hit Gamble, so at least there's that. The kick is up. And it's good. Here we go. So
Stays perfect.
Jackets 43, Sapulpa 21. We'll be right back after this message.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test whenever you're ready. Experience individual driving lessons with flexible scheduling. Plus, we'll pick you up from your home or from school. We offer classes at our Midwest City office or at Choctaw High School. Dave's Driving School, setting the gold standard in driver's education. Go Jackets!
All right, we're here. So we got 6:38. So Sapulpa's really needing to score quickly. They need to score every 2 minutes or less, get some onside kicks, 2 of them, and score 1 2-point conversion just to tie. So Jackets are liking where they're feeling, but the football game still needs to be played because we know that they can throw the deep ball and they can make yards quick. And so I know the defense is ready to get back on the field. Special teams go.
Dylan
All right,
Gamble
that's a
with great
deep kick to the 10.
Great kick.
And Jackets pursuit. There's a flag. And down at about the 39-yard line, but there is a flag, and, you know, they've been calling it all night long. It's probably a hold.
Yep. Holding on the kick return.
And you can complain all day long about refs, but they're calling holds on Sapulpa. They're calling holds on the Jackets. They're probably calling holds because people are holding. So, but it's going to be a first down, and the Sapulpa will start on their own 20-yard line. And right now, you're going to look for them to have a dump-off man. You're going to look for them to throw deep. I'm looking at number 2, and so I'll point out where number 2 is. I know the coaches are going, don't let number 2 get open, okay? But that's easier said than done, right?
He's an athlete. He has found a way to get open all night long.
So number 2 is in the slot on the
top of our screen
yep,
here.
top of our screen, single back. And there's the snap, and they're going to hand it off to try to – and that's a good call. He's going to get about 5 yards to the 25. You kind of do that because everybody's playing deep, and so you want to make a play honest. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. But unfortunately for them, it started the clock. And like I said, they got to do 2-minute score, onside, 2-minute score, onside,
Yeah, they're
2-minute score, and 2-point conversion.
Sapulpa's going to have to be in a hurry-up
All right,
offense
here we
the
go.
rest of the night.
He's got that. He's thrown that fade, and they're going to throw a penalty on that.
It looked like their feet just got tangled up, but
From the angle that the flag came, I'm sure he saw pass interference. That it wasn't the guy on our side; it was the guy in the middle of the field. But they gave up 15 yards. But again, it's only 15 yards, and he was playing some tight coverage, and yeah, they just bumped. I'll take the 15 over, the possible touchdown. That does stop the clock with 5:53 in the contest. And I think Dejon Green needs to get him a ball. Let's see if they throw it to him.
well, you got Dejon man-on-man out here on the bottom.
Yep. And good. Oh,
With a sack.
I was about to say.
Let's go.
Good blocking, but Jace Watson. Well, I don't think you want to block Jace Watson because he just made that sack.
Well, you got to credit that sack to the secondary as well. There was nobody open. Gave him time to get to the quarterback. Great play by the Yellow Jackets defense on that one.
Yep. It was top notch. All right, here we go. We got that single back. And
Another handoff.
I don't know about that call. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15.
Third and long.
And it is 4 down.
You're that far behind the sticks with the clock running and time's getting away from you, handing the ball off. That coach made that decision, so he's going to have to stand by it. Choctaw's just got to get a stop right here, and it's ball game.
Yep, two stops, and then I think we can drain that clock. I think there's not enough clock left as is. All right, you got 2 running down the middle of the field, and he does make the catch, get the first down, and he's going to be tackled.
That's who he's been looking for this whole time.
What's that two's name again? Because as game as he had, he deserves his name to be called.
It was Landon Barber.
Barber. Yep, Barber. He's been earning it, man. He's been earning it. His paycheck, anyways. I'm sure someone's looking at Barber after this game, if not before.
Landon Barber's only a sophomore, so he's
wow.
got 2 more years to make a name for himself. Somebody's going to see this tape and pick him up.
Oh, turf monster. We would have picked it.
He doesn't fall down there. That's Choctaw ball.
We would have picked it. But again, that's not the first time it's happened. This turf is something.
There's something about this turf that is slick, but it's for both sides. They've been slipping and sliding all night. I don't know if there's just enough dew on the ground to make it slick.
I don't know.
Or what's going on, but
is the wind blowing them over? I don't know.
It's blowing hard enough. It might be.
Sapulpa's in kind of a tight formation. It's a different formation. They're trying anything. And we're going to be back there with the quarterback. He's going to have to dump it off, and it's incomplete.
That was Brentrell Smith with great pressure on that. He made the quarterback real uncomfortable, real fast, and that play had no chance.
He knocked him forward about 10 yards, and it's a hold. I didn't see the flag, though. Like, wherever they're putting the flag, I'm not seeing it half the time.
They're picking them up really fast is part of the problem, but maybe they're afraid of their flags blowing away in the wind.
That might be true, although, I mean, those things have a serious beanbag or metal shot in the base of them. They're fun to throw.
Well, I mean, we already saw that ref throw it from the end zone about 30 yards down the field into the wind. He must have a cannon.
Yeah, that's going to be the player of the game for the rest for sure. All right, and snap, and we're just going to do a kind of a stretch.
Just stretch to the left, yeah. But, I mean, he picked up good yardage out of that.
Yeah, he did. They're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up a 3rd and 10, and really that's all you can expect. But we're at under 4 minutes. They now have to score basically every minute and 20 seconds. It's possible, but man, that's you can't run. You can't run and score like that. You got 3rd and 11 actually. You got to put it up.
Choctaw's just going to give them everything underneath at this point.
You got to do a first down here and then a home run ball. That's all you have time for. There's a snap. He's looking. And his receiver fell down. And he throws for the end zone. He gets a touchdown. So Sapulpa gets a touchdown. And
they missed a massive block in the back here, or a hold by the O-line. But
yeah, let's see if they called it. I don't think they called it.
No flags on the play.
3:21. Now we're going to have to see an onside kick here. Although they pretty much just do onside kicks, so we'll see what else they have. All right, you go for 2 here. I think I go for 2 here.
No, you got to go for 1 here.
Because you got to make 1 2-point conversion, and then the rest kicks. And if you miss this 2, then you have to do 2 more. You don't want to miss the last one for a tie, right? And the kick is up and it's good.
Yeah, if you go for 2,
if
you go for 2 early on and you don't get it, you've completely taken yourself out of the game, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it would have been a 16-point game at that point if they didn't get it. So then they got to get 2 2-point conversions.
But at this point, once they go for the 2-point conversion and they miss it, it's over. That's assuming they get this onside kick and 2 more touchdowns. I don't know. I go for the 2.
I see Choctaw putting 10 guys up close to the line of scrimmage here, close to the neutral zone. 1 guy deep.
Yeah, but they got that automatic little pooch kick. You got to cover the mid-level. You got 1 guy in the back. You got to cover that mid-level for sure. Yeah, Coach was not happy with some of the calls there, so he's letting the referee know what he's seeing, and so again.
No, Asa Bartlow he blew up that play. He was the one that forced the quarterback to really roll to his left hard, and he was inches from getting him until he was. What I saw, I thought questionable.
Yeah, but
questionable hold, but
it's easy to see stuff up here. They're on the field, and sometimes they don't have the angle.
Oh, yeah.
But they're doing what you said. So, yeah, let's so they're going to do the onside kick. They're ready, and there's the onside kick. And
that's Brody Clifton with a sweet catch. Them baseball skills came in handy.
Did we do a timeout? Oh, okay. We did a timeout. But, yeah, that was one of those.
Brody Clifton just signed a baseball scholarship and showed it off right there.
That was screaming. Yeah, that's one of those kind of catches that you can get a double or triple play because no one expects you to get it. And so everybody runs. You're like, what? Okay. So we're going to do it again, 3:21. And again, if they get this onside kick, they're going to have 1:30 to score both touchdowns. And they got to get 1 2-point to tie it up. That's a tall order, but I love to see that they're not quitting either team. But, you know, I love to see that, you know, you're going to fight to the end because, you know, one of these teams doesn't get to play tomorrow. One of these teams, their season is over. And let's fight. Okay, lined up for the onside kick again. Come on, Brody. They're going to scream it at Brody again.
Uh-oh. That's
there
trouble.
We go. Mayer with the catch.
Mayer with the catch on that one.
And so 3:19, Jags will take over on offense. And you will probably see them, based with the score, that they're going to try to keep it conservative here and get the clock running.
Well, Sapulpa's still got all 3 timeouts left. But should be 2 first downs for Choctaw. Should be the ball game.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends, but you know, it depends how fast we get.
Or maybe we just hand it off to Mayer and he goes and
that's
scores
what I'm
another
saying.
one real quick, right?
It depends how fast they're going to play run because we're probably not going to throw the ball. That's what they think. We definitely don't want an incomplete pass.
They are not afraid to throw those little quick screens out to the edge, though, those long handoffs, and use that as a running game either, though, even in this situation.
That is true.
Because, I mean, we're going empty right here.
We are going empty.
But we've seen this look a lot, and Landon just keeps it himself as well.
And what's going on here?
Well, delay a game against Choctaw.
That's interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. All right. So we'll have to snap the ball here. There's the snap, and Landon will just keep it, run behind Izzy. Oh, he breaks out wide.
Get out wide. Stay in bounds. Smart heads-up play. Get about 5 yards. He got about 4 yards on that.
Well, more than 4 because they started 5 yards back. So that's about a 9
that was about a 9-yard run.
That's about a 9-yard run. So that will bring up a manageable 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7.
Oh, they marked him down way short. Okay. 2nd and 8.
It's where he starts to slide and where the ball is when he starts to slide. Yeah, it's 2nd and 8. But it still starts
manageable,
the clock.
And the clock is running.
All right, let's get set. 14 seconds.
Another empty set look.
Tight. And there's the snap, and Landon's going to keep it. He's going to run behind his big old line, and he's going to be close to probably a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, they got him about a yard or 2 short. Looks like they're going to spot it right on the 46. He's going to come up about 2 yards short, but still a great run. 3rd and 2 with the way Landon's been running with power tonight. We ought to pick that up, no problem.
Wow, yeah, 3rd and 2.
At this point, you keep the ball in Landon's hands and let him end this game.
And I'm not sure you
rolling over on 2 minutes right now.
I'm not sure you punt it. I might go for it. It depends on this play here, but all right.
Unless we somehow take a big loss right here, no, you don't punt it.
All right, here we go. There's the snap. The Mayor gets it.
Give it to Mayer.
And he's not going to get the first down.
He takes the loss.
He takes a 1-yard loss, and there's going to be a timeout here.
And Sapulpa smartly takes a timeout.
4th and 3 is kind of a different thing to me than a 4th and 2, 4th and 1. So
let's see what Choctaw's going to do coming out of this timeout. Sapulpa giving him time to think about it.
Landon's had some good punts, and right now –
and you got the wind at his back, too.
You have less than a minute per score, plus an onside kick, plus a 2-point conversion. It would be nice if the Jackets could put it away right here, but put the defense back on the field, and they might end it that way.
Coach Corbin rolls the dice here, and Choctaw picks up that first down, though. It's game. Ball game would be over.
Yeah, because they got 2 timeouts left?
They still got 2 timeouts left, but even if Choctaw winds up having to punt after that, there's no time left on the clock.
Yeah, it's not a 1-score game. It's a 2-score game.
It looks like we're going to go for it. I bet we're going to give them a good hard count right here.
Yep.
Oh.
Here we go. And Landon he's going to get stuffed. And so he's going to lose several, and that's going to be a turnover on down. So the defense is going to have to get on out here. Sapulpa did a great job busting that play, but they got 140 left. So that's 70 seconds a touchdown, plus an onside, plus a 2-point conversion that they need. Surely the defense can stall them. You got Sapulpa. You do have 2 timeouts left. So you can run the ball, but as successful as they've been running the ball, I'm not sure that's a very good – they need to get the ball to the receivers and out of bounds.
Well, they're going to be looking for number 2. He's in the slot to the left on the bottom of the screen here.
And there they go. Good coverage, and we're going to get to the quarterback, and he cannot take a sack. That was
Rocco.
Rocco, and he got a little help from his big boy friend, Brent Terrell Smith.
Bringing Rocco around the edge right there.
So the
quarterback had no time. That was beautiful.
They do not take a timeout. They need to throw this ball. They need to get it done. Okay, you're out of time, bud. 1:15. We're basically at 40 seconds of touchdown and counting. And there's the snap. He's looking for that short possession pass, and that's not going to cut it. And he's going to get him. And so we're under a minute. It's getting to be impossible. He's got to either throw downfield or throw on the edge. You cannot have that clock running. I just don't think they got the options.
Choctaw's smart to give them that underneath.
Yeah.
You want to catch a 5-6 yard pass underneath and keep the clock running, we'll let you all day long in this situation.
Yeah. They'll even give him 6 or 7 yards.
Sapulpa is – they're not in a hurry getting to the ball either.
They're not. They're gonna. I think they're just gonna play with pride, and they're gonna leave this field winners, but just not winners of the game. But they had a heck of a season, and they should be very proud of themselves. And they are champions in their own way. And finishing second in the East Side. Hats off to them, but right here, Jackets, underdogs tonight, get a decisive win, 43-28, and we're heading to a neutral site, and we're going to play Stillwater again at a neutral site for a chance.
We're not sure where it's going to be. We won't find out until probably Monday where that will be, but next Friday, Choctaw versus Stillwater. Be sure to watch. We'll be right there with you.
Yeah. They're going to have a chance to play for, I guess that's the semifinal game, right?
Yep. Stillwater beat Southmore 34-9 in Stillwater tonight.
And
Sand Springs beat Piedmont 35-13.
Okay.
And Putnam City held out over Muskogee 21-20 in a nail-biter.
Wow. That's what happened to us, right? Was it 28-27?
28-27 on the last second.
Well, that's the way they like to win, but I don't think that's going to happen if we have to face them again. So that's going to set up us versus Stillwater, Putnam City versus Sand Springs, both at neutral sites. The team earned the privilege to practice on Thanksgiving Day, and Yellow Jackets TV will be traveling, and hopefully my new partner here will be wanting to join me.
I'll be there.
But it's been a real fun game, and my crew, of course, hats off to my away team. They know what they're doing. They did a good job, we always set up in weird places, and we have to do it. So hats off to my away team crew. And let's get a shot at the band and zoom in on the band and the football players. Do you see them? They're over there. There we go. All right. It's hard to zoom in this particular place. Little alma mater. That's a tradition at Choctaw. And so we're going to leave you with this vision. And so until next Friday, stay golden.